We're already off to a great start. I fucked up the session number for this week.
Oh no, I'm
No,
so sorry.
it's fine. I got it right on TikTok. I got it right on Instagram. I got it right on Twitter. It was only on the Twitch title that I got it wrong.
Oh no.
So I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. We're not on week
I
9
was
yet, are we?
ready to give you shit, by the way. You already tweeted
Yeah,
it.
I know how you work. Good times out, everybody. This is week 8. This time I'm getting it right of our lovely game. Adrian will be joining us in a bit. They are finishing up their work, but we have everyone here this week, so that's good, perfect, because it means my plans can go without a problem. I am your host. A quick catching up. Last week we had 2 hydrophobic Moogles. We had a fight club. We had a stoner Moogle, not tied to the other 2, and the party won some money. Dell did some studying at the bottom of the boat, and things ended with a derelict ship coming out of the fog. I think that was the gist of everything. I don't know if I missed anything important that the party wanted to go over that happened.
I think it's about it.
DFA kicked the stoner's ass, and it was funny as hell.
And she'll do it again.
Probably will if she has her way. I've come to the conclusion that DFA doesn't like any Moogle but Moxio.
You know when cats see their reflections in the mirror and then get really pissed off?
That's DFA.
That's DFA.
I also stand by the fact that when in armor, she's a hedgehog. When out of armor, she's a chinchilla.
It is accurate.
But no, Moxio was also very content staying in the crow's nest. Hyacinth made a friend out of the doctor. I think they were surprised to find an elder LGBT member of the Vieta community. And what else? The party was very surprised by the fact that the captain is a Russian Palico. Well, the breed is Russian, not the ethnicity. But no, that was pretty much it. We'll start tonight's session with, as I said, the ship coasting towards the party. I remember we covered that Hyacinth was unable to hear any sounds coming from it. No crew members, no nothing. It was dead silent. DFA and Moxio were able to see that it was very worn, looked like it had seen some shit, and Corey and Elric were able to detect, yes, that is in fact a ship, because Corey was too busy counting her winnings. I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this week we start off with a lovely ship-to-ship encounter. As this ship comes towards you all above deck, Dell is still below deck at the moment, can hear the captain shouting that all hands to their stations, get their gear ready just in case this is a hostile encounter, and go as far as going getting everything ready, that way if they have to make a quick escape. You can see and hear the crew running about the ship. Hyacinth, Corey, and Elric, because you guys are on deck, you guys are going to try like dodging out of the way to not be run over by these guys. Del, you below deck hear all this commotion going on upstairs. You have no fucking clue what's going on. And the 2 Moogles up in the crow's nest are privy to watching all the below little dots running across the deck as if someone's playing ping pong. What do you all do?
DFA is going to ask Moxio, do you think we should be helping them?
Probably not for the moment.
They're probably fine, right?
Yeah, they're fine. We'll know when the time is to help out.
Yeah, no. I think that's a good idea. I think we're needed up here. And she like pats either side of her on the wood.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out.
Yeah. Yeah, totally gonna do that.
For the
And she
record,
like sinks in her armor more.
the man who's up there in the crow's nest with you, because there is someone actually using the crow's nest beside you two, looks over. You two are the bravest or the strangest Mughals I've ever met, and I travel with Aubrey.
TFA's gonna look at Mogzio like without saying it, like, is he insulting us?
Let's go. Thank you, sir.
The watch
You?
the watch shakes his head and goes back to focusing on the approaching ship to make sure that they can see anything before anything happens. Oh god, great way to start things off. What about Hyacinth and Elric?
I guess I'm gonna go up to the captain and ask if there's anything we can do to help, or should we just stay out of her way?
As you're asking, she's still at the helm after she got her ass kicked by Corey. She looks over the breadth of the deck and looks to you. You goes, best thing you can do right now is stay out of my crew's way. If they need help, they'll say something.
I guess I'll also ask, like, have you seen this ship before?
I'll have to do a quick roll for that. Are you asking if you've seen the ship or if she has?
If she's seen the ship.
Okay, just making sure I heard you right. She has not. All she says is that this area of the ocean is very tumultuous for some. It's very possible that this ship could be from Vale, from Cordis, it could be a pirate ship, it could be anything. But all she can say is at the moment she does not know what it is, and they're not flying any colors, which makes it even worse. Because even pirates raise a flag at some point.
Hyacinth definitely followed Elric whenever
Okay.
he went to find the captain, and they explain that there's no sounds coming from the ship that they can hear.
When you say that, Amelia gives a bristled puffing up of her fur. First a dead bird, and now a silent ship. Do you lot bring this kind of luck everywhere you go?
Not normally, I don't think.
I've been told that my feet are very lucky, so I don't know what you're talking about.
God. No matter.
So you said you didn't hear anything?
Nothing. Usually there's something. People walking around, anything. I mean, you know how noisy this ship is, even at night. You can still hear things going on, but with this one, it's just silent.
That is definitely strange. Do you think we should board it?
You're funny.
Were you asking Hyacinth or Amelia? Just making sure from my end.
Both, I guess.
Amelia's gonna wait for Hyacinth to answer, which you gonna say you're funny?
You're funny. We're following the captain's lead on this. I am not a seafaring kind of person.
Fair enough.
Proper procedure would be to check out the ship when we get the chance. I'll be sending over some of my people as an away team. Probably for the best. If you want to go over, you can, but you'll be under their rule. They will tell you what to do, and you will have to listen. No being stupid and doing things on your own.
I have no argument for me. You guys, this is what you guys do.
So we should make sure DFA doesn't go.
Yeah, she's a little frightened of the water.
Because she likes to disappear, and let's not lose one of our Mughals on a very quiet ship.
Well, if it's pretty quiet, it shouldn't be too hard to find her.
Your guys'
You say
conversation.
this, but we both lost track of her for a while.
Granted.
Right about the time you mention her name, you hear retching from the
Oh.
nest above you.
Oh.
Roll a Constitution, DFA.
14.
You're able to get control of yourself, but your throat has that, like, that scratchy, kind of warm feeling when you're, like, coughing a lot.
Ugh. Gross.
Yeah. Also, DFA and Mogsio, roll a perception. With advantage, because you guys are in the crow's nest. So you see better.
18.
Ooh.
25.
Somehow DFA sees all.
Always stack perception.
Right.
Always.
The two of you noticed first that the fog, mist, whatever you wish to think of it as, that the ship came out of is now, well, not following, but it's getting closer to you guys, ship-wide. The humming mirage is not moving, so you know that it is coming toward you. It's about half a ship's length behind the approaching ship, and the ship that's coming toward you guys is maybe 2 ships' length away from you guys currently.
She's gonna say to no one in particular, that's probably not good, right? Like, it's going really fast. Should it be going that fast? And she's just gonna start, like, hyperventilating. She is the most stressed out you have ever seen a Moogle right now.
I'm just picturing the pom-pom contracting and expanding in time with her breath.
It does. And she's still puffed up, so you can see her fur coming out of her armor.
Oh, God.
She's like, loud enough so everybody down below can hear. She just yells, "We're gonna die!"
That was the worst time for me to take a drink.
Does it have sails drawn?
The sails, or what's left of them, are tattered beyond reason, and they're at the point that they're at, they're not usable as sails anymore.
I try to mat down some of my poofed up fur, and then it just poofs right back up again. And I just look up at the other guy in the crow's nest and go, "That doesn't seem normal."
Aye, it doesn't. With sails like that, it must be running on currents, not the breeze. Then again, there isn't really much of one right now. Making me wonder how that fog is moving.
Or like how the ship is outpacing it.
That too.
Should we turn around?
We'll let the captain decide. I would suggest it, but
Why don't you suggest it then?
the watchman looks down. Captain! Don't know about you, but I'm not liking the feeling of this. We may want to turn and run. Obviously, during all the noise and commotion, she stops what she's doing and looks up. You really want to turn back and spend more time on the sea when whatever this is may follow. The
You
watch
could
is
turn port side or something.
The watch throws his hands up and just goes, "Just give it my suggestion, Captain. The fog's coming in, and so is the ship." And she makes note of it, and she goes back to what she's doing, and she looks to you. The watch looks to you. For the record, I'm with you, though. Probably not best to stay here. That dead bird is becoming more and more of a problem, even though we got rid of it. During all this, Del, what are you doing downstairs?
I think he's probably about to put the orb away and go up on deck and just be like, "Oh, I should talk to people."
All right,
All right.
perfect timing for you to come upstairs.
Yeah, he's a little spacey. No one is surprised. Yeah, no, definitely gonna come. Like probably like right about now, just like little like pops his head out of wherever the entryway to below deck is.
Uh, I'm not. I mean, simply, you probably know. You know how like the Black Pearl was set up from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You know, remember the big center spot where they put like cargo in and out of.
Yeah.
There's a stairwell in that you'd be poking your head out of.
Oh, perfect.
You'd be like this little head in a giant square hole.
Just pop.
But yeah,
Looking around.
you poke your head up and see everyone like bustling across the deck. You look ahead, obviously, ahead to the front of the ship, and you see fog creeping in, ship getting closer, and you're just like,
And you hear DFA still yelling, "We're going to die," just
That too.
repeatedly.
Oh my god. He like just has this moment like, what did I miss? And then I think he's just gonna pop like all the way out and try to find his party. Maybe not necessarily DFA. He's not sure if he wants to have that repeated any closer than it already is. He has taken the warning and is going to continue on.
All right, that's fair. You are able to find Hyacinth and Elric. They are at the helm with the captain. Kind of hard to miss them, given the fact they're all just standing still. Corey is actually surprisingly running around with the crew helping out, because it's giving her something to do. It's giving her something to focus on. The last thing she needs is to be, post fighting mood, stressed out over all this.
Yeah, no, fair, definitely.
So yeah, you do find the other two, and you go see what they're up to at this point.
Hello. Are we in danger?
Ah, Del. You've missed some things.
I was meditating.
Ah.
He thinks that that's a better thing to say than I was pondering the orb. He doesn't want to let other people know that there's an orb.
Valid. Del is getting smart.
Oh,
A lot
but
better.
it was a lie.
A lot better than Del going, "Do you have time to hear about our Lord and Savior, this orb?"
Our Lord and Savior, yes.
Our procedure. Well, danger, possibly. It is unknown at this point.
A very quiet and very disheveled ship is approaching us, it seems. And after finding the dead bird earlier, this is not the best day. We did make money, though.
That is true. We did make money.
Did you catch a fish and sell it to somebody?
No, we fought the crew and won. It was a very fun fight.
What? But what? Why?
It was a friendly fight.
A friendly bout.
It was a friendly fight.
Okay. He doesn't. I don't think he has any familiarity with that, so he's just gonna roll with it and be like, "Sure, yep, So everyone's okay on the ship, but that other ship is not. So are we going to sail away from it?"
That's a good question.
At this point, Corey's the one who notices it, that because Corey's right here now. The ship is now parallel with you guys, and as such, Amelia shouts out, "All hands, bring up the ship so that we can actually go check it out." So all of you notice that some of the crew are starting to throw over those grappling lines and pulling it towards the ship. That way it'll be moored to you guys. Since you guys are not going anywhere, it's eventually slows to a stop, The ship's a little bit bigger than yours, but close enough in size where it's not overtaking you or moving you with its own weight. And as before, you guys don't hear anything from it. It's unnervingly silent except for the creaking of the wood.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all.
The occasional like rippling of the torn sails as well.
Ominous.
So ominous.
Gotta set the mood. I can't use copyrighted music, so I gotta set the mood.
Is the fog still getting closer to us with them pulling the ship in?
Roll a perception. Since you're actually like, floor level versus above, so it'd be different for you to tell than DFA.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Da-da, plus... Day. I will have my stats memorized. Today is not that day.
The day you memorize them, I'll level you up.
Then I'll have to learn new ones.
I know.
Yeah, right?
21.
What was it?
21.
That's what I thought you said. I was like, wait, that wasn't... Okay. The fog is getting closer. It is still at a slow pace, but you can tell that it is getting ever closer.
So them hooking the ship and pulling it closer to us, is it like the same speed about?
It hasn't slowed down or increased, but what happened was as the ship got close to you guys and got like parallel, the crew threw the rigging lines over to like secure it to, both ships secure each other. There was a bit of a pull because it was still coasting, but eventually because the Humming Mirage is anchored, it did stop finally after like a little bit of a tug.
Still terrifying.
Oh yeah, it should be. But no, once it's secured, you all hear Inigo call out for Varg. No, not Varg. Blech. Alessander, Basilia, Tibby, and Tilde to meet them on the gangplank that'll cross over and go investigate the ship. Amelia says that they are to go over for no longer than a certain amount of time. And if you guys are going with them, you are to follow Inigo's rules, or they'll be held to pay. And Inigo says if you are coming, he does have things for you guys to do when you guys get onto the other side of the ship.
Well, Eric goes where he's needed, so he's gonna want to go.
Okay.
Anyone else joining me?
I'll punch a ghost, sure.
Hey, we don't know if it's ghosts.
Tag yourself who would punch a ghost, Corey.
Corey.
I'll punch a ghost, sure.
Hyacinth will go because Corey is going.
Okay. Is Del gonna join the
Might
ghost
get her
hunter?
in trouble one day.
Probably. He can't really punch anything because he
Buff
is
boy.
he is a twink. But he can look for things and he can give advice, probably.
Del's the one who would try talking to the ghost.
Probably.
Well, yes.
Almost certainly. If not, he'll just try to suck it into space.
So, Alec's gonna ask, should we get the Moogles?
I think DFA is safer here. Is DFA still screaming?
No.
Okay.
She has gone
No?
quiet.
Oh no.
It's like a child. When they're quiet, it's worse.
What's DFA doing?
What is DFA doing?
You don't know.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Why do I know? I'm like right there.
Were you paying attention to her?
That is a regrettable no.
I mean,
Did you perceive her?
Let me find out. It could go either way.
With how stressed out Moxio is, for all he knows, DFA's right there. He's just losing his sanity.
Well, let me set the record straight now. It didn't get revealed in time, but Moxio is only stressed out because DFA is stressed out, not because of the water.
That's fair.
Okay.
But still,
But,
any prolonged stress is not going to be good for the brain.
Like, DFA probably stops, and then Moxio calms down too, and then, like, this fur starts matting down. Then he goes to look for DFA, and DFA's gone or whatever, and his fur poofs back up again.
I'm just picturing
Moxio.
I'm just picturing a Ghibli movie where the characters furl up.
With all their floaty hair.
Yeah.
So I guess-
before
Go ahead.
Hyacinth goes and tries to do whatever they're gonna call up and say, Moxio, DFA, are you coming with us?
If I don't see DFA there, I'm probably just going to head down.
Okay. So you do head down and join the others. As you guys all group up, the first two to go over are Alessander and Tilde as second mate and watch leader. They're going to be the likely making sure that it's safe to go across. Inigo says, after you guys, he will follow with Basilia and Tibby. But as you guys go across, Rayhan comes up from below deck and says, before you go, if you find anyone injured, anyone dead, you find anyone, let me know, and he'll be over to check, provide medical attention. But until then, tells all of you to be safe, be smart, and don't die.
Do my best.
I'll certainly try not to.
If I die, don't let the seaweed forest have me. I need trees.
I'll be sure to bring you back to the forest when we make land.
I appreciate it. This is out of character. We have all of our armor and weapons on us currently, correct?
To my knowledge, none of you said you disarmored or disarmed or anything like that, so I would presume so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Corey would not do that.
I wouldn't want to go on.
I imagine the only time you would have taken things off was for the little fight club, but you would have put them on right after you guys had finished.
Yeah.
And it would have just been so that the fights were fair.
Everyone sleeps in their armor.
Everyone who knows Mandalorians don't.
Mhm.
The helmet stays on.
Oh, I was thinking more Critical Role. Percy
Oh.
fighting in his PJs.
Oh God.
There are no PJs in this world, only armor.
Only armor.
It's why the pregnancy rates are so high. I was wearing protection.
I can imagine the both of us in some pajamas.
But no, Tilde calls over that it is safe to come over, but he says, when you come over, watch your step. What is going to be the marching order?
Okay.
Typically
First.
go first, right? Yeah.
So I'll follow you.
I follow Corey.
Okay.
And Del Moxio Del.
I'll be by Hyacinth, I guess.
Still don't know where GFA is, correct?
We still don't know.
DFA somewhere.
Oh god.
Alarming.
That's what we didn't want.
Given her previous reactions to things, for all you know, she's down below deck and just hiding and trying not to just deal with any of this.
Or getting stoned with Aubrey.
Or killing Aubrey.
Oh, that too.
She wants to finally finish the job, for all we know. I don't know. But no, you guys head over. And the first of you who head over first, when you come across the gangplank, you find out why Tilde said watch your step. The floor is slick with a material that coats the entire surface of the ship.
Ew.
Oh.
It is dark, viscous, and comes with a certain smell.
It's a blood.
Roll
We're on a
perception.
blood ship.
Roll a perception.
Blood ship.
Can't,
Smart Corey dice. There it is.
you can't knock any nads if it's a blood ship.
That's a 19 plus some stuff. 22.
22, you said?
Yes.
It's a mixture of blood. It's also seawater. Some of it could be maybe ale, beer, or some other liquids mixed in. It's not consistent throughout the entire deck. Spots have some of one thing more, etc. But you know for a fact it's not something you want to be barefoot in.
Gotcha. Hey, guys. I think we're walking through blood sludge.
Blood sludge.
I mean, there's other stuff in it, but it's definitely part blood. I would know.
That doesn't bode well.
Also, everyone but Corey roll perception.
Before.
Another 21.
Okay.
16.
14.
Hyacinth, Corey, and Mogzio, you guys see that DFA is just standing already on the other side of the ship. And unfortunately, you guys all witness her trying to lick what's on the floor.
Oh, God.
Elric, you and Dell do not notice this.
Hyacinth says nothing.
Oh,
I go, no.
TFA?
She's gonna stop with her tongue like right above it as Mogzio goes, no. And she's gonna stop and stare at him and go, well, then how am I going to know what it tastes like?
You don't need to.
It tastes like blood. Just saying.
What if it's like a certain type of blood?
Can you taste blood types?
Ale blood.
Maybe.
Ogles are
Seawater
mysterious
blood.
creatures.
Hyacinth just looks very concerned.
There's diseases in blood.
No, I'm pretty sure that's an old wives' tale.
No, it's not. That's why you always use protection.
Unless Moogles
Make
have
sure-
some kind of defense I don't know about.
Actually, just for really quick, because I actually want to see how. I don't want to drag that out or know where it goes. It's one of those like we don't need to know that part. What is it? Where the hell would it be? DFA, roll a history knowledge to know if you actually think that's a wives' tale or if you just like bullshitting it.
You're right. 4.
You have no idea. It could be a wives' tale. It could be true. At this point, you're just like, they're telling me no, but I really wanna. So yeah.
She's gonna give Mogzio one last look to see if he's still watching her. Is he?
I just shake my head at her.
She'll kind of stand up from the ground and kind of kick her feet across the deck. Put her hands in her pockets. Just walk away.
Thank the gods the Moogle didn't try to taste test for once. I did not want
And
to
then she
describe
runs
that.
back and licks it.
God damn it, DFA. That's
Shit.
you know what? I already told you what it tasted like. I'm not describing it again.
What?
DFA asked me.
Blood.
No, DFA asked me in like off table. That way I could actually like not have to spoil for you guys. So they already know it. It's just like it's fine. I'm not doing it again. I'm not going down that avenue. You guys are all on the ship. The floor is caked in blood, seawater, some other shit, and DFA just licked it. Live with that for all time.
Oh.
The entire party can live with it, and the therapy bill can be sent to Moxio.
Oh,
I already
okay.
spent it.
Oh no, our therapy, it's gone.
Yes, anyway. Inigo follows you over just as all this happens and just gives all of you a look like, what did I just miss?
It's already going off the rails. Take control.
But we're on a ship.
Inigo is going to turn to the two dwarves and be like, the two of you, you know what to do. Get to work, report back in 30 minutes. Tilde, you and Alessander keep watch on top deck. I'm going to go check the captain's quarters. You group. I want you all to check the cargo hold and catalog everything that is down there. Don't take anything. It's catalog. And he stares
When you
directly.
say-
He stares
No.
intently at Hyacinth.
I was like, Canary,
When you say anything,
for a second.
you mean because it's probably like cursed, right?
That too. Last thing we
Okay.
need is to find out this may be military, or it could be anything that could lead to a problem if we wind up with it the wrong time.
I would like to keep my feet lucky, so I will not take anything.
Appreciated. Again, go check the cargo hold, and if you find any survivors, call out, and we will send Rahim to go check on them. And with that, Inigo heads off to the captain's quarters of that ship. The dwarves head off somewhere to the other part of the ship, and they just kind of vanish from view, while Alessander and Tilde start patrolling the upper decks. Are you going to remain the same marching order as you head downstairs?
Yeah, sounds like a good marching order.
All right.
Yeah.
For me.
So just remind me.
Suppose they-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no. I was gonna say Hyacinth's just like, so I suppose they already know we're here, so we don't need to be sneaky, correct?
Yeah, it's a safe assumption.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So remind me, who can see in low light?
I believe our can.
I believe I can.
It can be either dark vision
We
or low light
can.
vision.
Low light for me.
Low light.
Low light.
Okay, so everyone can relatively see in a darkened area.
Yeah,
Okay. Wait, can Del see in the dark?
I think so. Sorry, I'm double checking.
Do your lights just suddenly glow with an
Light
eerie
eyes.
hum?
Flashlights.
I'm just picturing Astro Boy's eyes glowing in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I do say I have low
Yeah,
light vision,
actually-
I can see twice as far as Humes in dim light.
Okay.
I have dark vision and low light.
Okay,
Nice.
Del, because you're the robot,
Dell's
how...
the best eyes.
Just out of curiosity, Del, since you're the robot, what does it look like when in the dark?
Everything is overlaid with a layer of green, like dark vision goggles in our world.
That's somehow more terrifying than I thought it would be.
Why did you think that was gonna say?
If we go down and you just hear
That's what I'm actually picturing. Like everyone going down the stairs, all of a sudden you hear the hum. Everyone turns around. There's Del's eyes glowing green in the.
Yeah, they're glowing like electric green.
The entire party just goes, "Well, that's fucking unsettling."
He's entirely unaware of this, just sort of like,
Well, no one's probably told you that your eyes suddenly change colors in the dark.
exactly. Why the fuck would he know?
even though you just can see. You don't know why.
Exactly. In low light vision, they're like a fainter, dimmer electric green.
More normal.
Oh God, you're not even in the first level yet. Oh god. Anyway, so yeah, you guys head down. Dell's eyes give their little hum. Yeah, we're canonizing that. As you head down the stairs, the sounds of the creaking of the wood against the water echo off the rooms down below deck. This ship is about, I want to say, half a ship taller than the one you guys are on. So there is like multiple floors to explore. You also notice that interior is just as damaged and seen rougher days as it was on the outer side of it. It looks like there's been a struggle. The deeper you guys go down, you guys find a few bodies. You strewn weapons. The walls have like cut marks into it as if blades had collided with it. One of the walls actually has a saber still embedded in the wall itself. No body near it though, just the blade sticking out. There's also pools of like water that accumulated along the floor as well, warping the wood. And you guys find yourself walking into the first room of the area, which is where they store like the ammo for the cannons, and all the cannons are lining on the sides of the boat. So that's the first room you guys find yourselves in.
Would we know like this ship that just showed up? Like, is there any like like stories or whatever of like a ship just showing up or something that anyone would know?
If
Or
anyone wants to try knowing, that would be a local / history knowledge, depending on how you want to try it.
Well,
I'll
would be
allow
good.
either or. So if you want to do local or history for the party, you guys can do it.
Oh,
I got a 16.
Anyone else?
41.
Okay, so that's 2. Making sure no one else wanted to.
A 7.
No.
Hyacinth, you know it's
I
a
got
boat.
5.
It's a boat.
Corey, you
I
know it's a boat.
I know it's scary.
You know it's
Definitely
a
a boat.
You know it's a
Dead
boat. It's
bodies.
covered in blood and it's scary. That's what you two know.
It's got
That's
dead bodies
the
and weapons that I
Important
can't touch.
details, man.
Mm-hmm.
For all we know, Corey, you're still counting your winnings because it's the only thing keeping you sane.
Yeah, that's important to me. That reminds me that I can punch things.
And punch them well.
That's comforting.
Very well. We all did.
Yes. So just the two of you that just the 4 of you. No one else. Or did Dell and DFA roll too? I didn't hear you two.
No, DFA is not worried.
That's concerning.
That's very concerning.
Dell.
Sorry, my thing was really robotic. Did you need a roll from me?
If you wanted to, you could roll a local or history to determine if you know anything about like any ships in the area that fit this description, ships like this being common, or anything like that.
I mean, I can try.
That's what I'm saying. It's up to you. It's entirely optional in this case.
I got an 11, so no.
Dell knows that it is a ship. It is not supposed to look like this, and floors should not be this squishy. Well, squanchy with the sound of water.
Oh, I hate that word.
Waunchy.
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 But no, for those of you who rolled 15
Oh.
or higher, I think that was only the 2 of you. There have been rumors about this part of the ocean being known where ships would go missing. In the past, since the war started between Vale and Chorus, it had happened more often, but the rumors were believed to either be they were lost to battles, deserters, but never the idea that it was like this. Piracy was known to be more out in the open ocean, not close to the mainlands. So whatever did this was not what you guys are used to it being.
So I think that's Elric and Moxio who knows
Yep.
that. Who figured that out? Okay. I guess Elric's gonna like pass that information on. Like
Okay.
this seems very like strange and off compared to a normal piracy situation.
Hmm.
Are
And I-
pirates just bandits on the sea? Do you think some of them are good people? We could use a pirate.
It does
mean,
sound
We just need
cool.
to find one that's alive.
It's totally possible.
Yeah, preferably.
We should
Sure.
kidnap a pirate next time we see one.
That sounds like an entertaining endeavor.
Or we could hire them, you know.
I think Corey just wants to wear a pirate hat.
I mean, she would look good in it.
Well, I mean, the last time we did this, it worked with Issa. He seems happy.
Well, you know, you're not wrong. I
Quick
can't argue with
Quick segue to Issa in town sneezes into his soup. Doesn't know why, but he has a sudden chill up his spine as if someone were speaking about him.
All right. I guess Elric's gonna take a look around, like a little scan of the room, see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Roll a perception.
Hyacinth will do the same thing.
All right. If you are gonna scan, do a perception.
That's 15 plus 1, 16.
Ooh. Okay.
I got a 17.
I got a 14.
All right. What did you get, Hyacinth?
17.
All right. Moxio, Dell, and DFA, are you guys perceiving?
Nope.
I'm content to be a drinker.
Okay.
I perceive so much. I got a nat 20.
She sees all.
Holy shit.
Del sees all.
Dell sees this boat so much. Dell's able to watch the building of it 20 years ago.
Right? Like, oh look, there's the thing that the guy forgot to nail in properly.
You all rolled high enough, so you'll notice that this area, while obviously still a mess like the rest of what you've seen so far, this area looks a lot less chaotic. There's no bodies in here, there's no weapons strewn. But Del, there's no weapons strewn like there was in the hallways. Del, you though notice in the corner of the room a glint of metal that's different than the rest of the metal in the room.
Sorry, one more time. I see what?
You see a glint of metal in the corner that's different than the rest of the metal. Like the cannons, cannonballs, everything is made of like a very rustic iron. But this one looks more refined and it shimmers a different color to you. Because you're, night vision.
Okay. He's gonna sort of point it out to everyone else. And I think we'll probably start approaching it without realizing that it's kind of a dumb thing to do.
Is anyone going to try to get ahead of him, or are they going to let Del be the fool?
Wait, Del told us about it?
Yep.
Right. Yeah, Elric's gonna like, oh, hold on.
Hold up, buddy.
hold on.
Hyacinth is like dagger out, a pace behind Del, ready to just pull back
Oh boy.
if something goes bad.
Alright, who wants to touch the shiny thing?
But we need to. How big is the shiny thing? Is the next question.
True.
From what Del could see, because it was strewn amongst everything else in the room, and the room is a mess, so like things are toppled over. One cannon is actually out of the bay window it's in. It's like knocked over on its side. So the room looks completely not shipshape. You can only see like maybe a hand's length from like middle finger to wrist of it, but it is enough to like catch the eye if you look for it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure we should interact with this, whatever it is.
It's just a piece of metal. You don't know. All you know is it's just not made
so's
of
the
iron.
orb.
So's the orb.
So is the orb.
It's another orb. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, DFA.
Oh no.
Oh, DFA like it.
Yes.
I didn't say that out loud. I'm kidding.
It's in her own head.
No, but she is going to ask, is it magical?
Is there a detect thing like that? I don't know.
It'd have to be someone would have to cast detect magic.
I don't think any of you
Oh, yeah.
have that.
I don't have spells.
Mm-mm.
I
So we
have-
only have one spellcaster, so
Yeah, I don't think
I
it. I don't-
have a weapon.
I can
so there's no way to like detect prior to if it's magical. This should be good.
no.
Bell doesn't have it.
Does Dell have detect magic?
I believe I do actually.
I mean, we could always.
Okay.
I do.
hold her
Oh,
shears
Dell does.
who
Does
can poke it.
Okay. Does Dell want to detect?
Hell yeah, let's detect all up in here.
The green eyes shift to magnifying glasses. So you have to. I forget how detect magic works in Pathfinder. It's just an active spell, right?
Yeah, it detects all spells and magic items within 60 feet.
Okay. Is it?
For how long?
Yeah. So is it a specific length of time?
A minute.
1 minute. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and cast it.
Yeah. Whoobadoo. It's a level 0 spell, so I don't even have to use the spell slot. It's great.
Oh, so it's like a cantrip. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Just behold, I can see. What do I see?
What do I say?
Your special eyes do not see your brand, but instead they don't see anything in here. Well, no, they don't see anything on the object. They notice that there's no spells on it, no. But you can tell that it was made by magic.
As in, like, it's the byproduct of a spell or something?
No, like for example, when someone uses a blacksmith to make a sword, you can see like the impurities of the metal if you look hard enough. When you look at the metal, you can see impurities of magic residue on the metal. Meaning when it was forged, magic was used to help craft it.
Interesting.
Okay, interesting.
But it's not it's not imbued with any spells. It's not like cursed. It's not booby trapped.
So gotcha. So he's probably gonna like bend over to pick it up because it seems unusual in this room, and that means that it needs at least a cursory examination.
Mhm.
And while he does so, he's probably just reading out like, I don't see anything magic on it. I think it was made by like a magic tool maybe, or like engraving thing, but I don't sense any actual magic. But maybe the stuff that did the things to this boat left it here. I'm gonna look at it.
Just because Elric is kind of like iffy with the whole touching of possibly magic things, he's gonna cut ahead of Dell and like let me pick it up. I'll hold it to you and you can examine it. Just let me pick it up.
Okay.
Because I said it is buried under things, I need Elric to roll a strength to like, move everything out of the way and pick it up.
Okay. 18.
No
Wait,
problem.
Plus whatever.
Yeah, no, you pass the check. You're able to remove the cannon that had toppled over, push away some of the debris, and clear it out so you can actually reach the object. And you said you're just going to pick it up and show it to Dell?
Yeah.
So the party is seeing Elric bend over to pick up whatever this object is. And as he returns to his stance, he is holding a trident.
Interesting.
That's badass.
It is a golden trident. For reference, we're using Elric as a measuring stick. We'll say 3/4 Elric's height.
Okay. It's a pretty big trident.
Well, I mean, it's gotta be full length to get the distance. The shaft of it is, we'll say, onyx and gold entwining from the bottom up. The fork part is steel with gold encrusted tips, and the center fork part, the middle, has a ruby on both sides, where the shaft and the tip connect.
That's gorgeous.
Interesting.
And no, you cannot use it for salad.
Darn it. I was just gonna ask if it's just a giant fork.
You cannot
Can
put
you
in your
use
hair,
it
Hyacinth.
for stabbing?
It could be used for. I mean, it's intended for stabbing. Yes.
And it's not doing anything while
No.
Elric's holding it and Del's looking over it.
I'm saying this is a joke. Elric, roll wisdom roll. No, I'm kidding.
Oh god.
The trident speaks. No secrets.
Damn it.
Secret.
No, it is just a trident.
So it's not a trauma trident?
It is not a trauma trident. There
Okay.
is no TT here.
Interesting.
Or is there?
The trauma llama does not
As
ride
we
in on
know.
a trident.
That'd be weird.
Guess we should take note of it. We were told to keep stock of everything, right?
They were said to keep stock of the cargo.
Did
This
say
is
that.
not cargo.
Is this not cargo?
It's not in the cargo hold.
You're not
It's
wrong. You're not wrong.
Fair.
Hyacinth puts a finger up and they point at it and says, if we get to keep it, I call dibs.
Is anyone going to challenge that?
No.
It is fork shaped, and I like fork shaped things.
Well, what kind of
We are not in the cargo hold.
What kind of weapon is a trident? Is it like a two-handed spear thing?
It's either two-handed or one-handed, and I think it's its own thing. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. While I'm looking it up, you guys can continue your little role play. Carry on.
If we can keep this, I think it would look nice in the flower shop. We can just put it up top.
You're not wrong, but it could be a decent weapon, or very valuable.
People don't just leave their weapons, though, right?
Not usually, but we
usually.
also saw a bunch of dead bodies back there, and a bunch of weapons embedded in the ship, and the blood sludge across the decks. So
Still wondering what happened here.
Also, just so we can get that out of the way before I forget, the trident is a martial weapon. It is one-handed. It can be treated like a spear or a throwing object. It has a special ability of brace, and it has the actual descriptions. It's a 4-foot long shaft, and 3 metal prongs, and they're about 4 pounds.
Okay.
Wait, the whole thing's 4 pounds, or the prongs are 4 pounds?
The whole thing is 4 pounds.
Okay. That, for some reason, the way you said that made it sound like it was only the prong.
4 pounds of prawn.
4-pound prongs, 5-pound shaft. Handle that how you will. Since this thing is made of gold, I'd say it's probably a little bit heavier. Gold, onyx, and a little bit of steel.
metals. Yeah, and that ruby.
2 rubies, 1 on each side, remember?
Oh, yes.
All right. Well,
Hyacinth becomes a boo.
if Dell's finished looking it over, Eric's gonna say, "Hyacinth, you like shiny things, right? You know, have
I
at it.
do.
Knock yourself out. Here you go."
Just in case Hyacinth.
Giant fork.
Just in case Hyacinth wants to use this in combat, I'm sending you the stats for it.
I don't think I can use it in
It's a martial
combat.
weapon.
Oh, okay.
So as long as you have proficiency in martial weapons, you should be fine.
Do you?
Just one sec, because it looks like a giant fork.
I know. I could
For the
tell.
moment, there's just a giant fork on Hyacinth's back.
It's a big fork.
Yes.
But no, you guys are still in there. During all this, I'm actually curious, what's DFA doing?
Her best.
Aren't we
As
all?
always.
As always.
Her best to what?
It's always a good question.
She's just kind of doing her thing. She's
Okay.
not even really paying attention to anything.
Okay, just because that could lead to more problems. DFA, as you're at a different level than everyone, can you roll a perception really quick?
I do forget that the little moogles see things differently than I do up here.
25.
Before you couldn't tell, because up on deck it was just like a deluge of everything. Down here you're able to notice it. What looks like scales are in the muck on the floor.
She's gonna pick them up.
Okay?
Okay.
When you pick it up, it shimmer. They're about like maybe the length of your finger. As you pick it up and examine it, it shimmers from ivory to silver to russet to blue to deep purple, and then back in those in those different colors.
She's just gonna go through and pick all of them up like she would seashells or something,
Okay.
and just like hold them in her arm. And she's not gonna say anything to anybody. She's just gonna go about picking them up.
You gonna go for all of them?
Everyone she can see.
Okay. See how much you find.
Ooh, piece of candy.
That's kind of what I'm picturing right now. You guys are all studying the fork, and then you see DFA walking around the room in different like angles. You find 27 of them, all varying in sizes from the size of a coin, the size of your palm.
She's just gonna start putting them in her pocket.
Okay. At this point, does anyone notice DFA like just meandering around the room?
Oh, I don't know. Are paying attention?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you guys, when you guys are done discussing the fork, does anyone care to notice her, or are you guys just gonna be like, she's quiet, we see her, that's all that matters?
Yeah, she's.
Okay.
Probably just curious about why the Moogles are so quiet, but overall is more preoccupied with trying to secure the giant fork to their back.
All right.
I love that you have a giant fork now.
That is really
Giant
funny.
fork.
That's a shiny giant fork.
The
What?
shiniest giant fork.
And we're not technically in the cargo hold, so
You're not. So
Exactly.
at the moment,
You gotta
technically,
not break a game rule.
that is technically free game, for it is not in the cargo hold, which is arguably, just so you all know, two floors down. Do you wish to stay up here and investigate more, or do you guys want to go down to the next level?
Yeah, I guess we should head down to the next level.
Okay. Just to be sure, same marching order still?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. The first two in the order, please do a perception as you guys head down the next flight of stairs. Phenomena.
Phenomena.
Oh, that's a 1.
Nat 20.
At least one of you didn't fail.
I see nothing. I bang my head.
So
on...
23, I think, altogether.
So, Elric, because you're second, right? You're after her?
No, I'm first.
Oh, you're
No, he's
first? Okay.
Oh,
To bang my head on.
Yeah,
something.
no, okay, I just had to make sure. You are first, so you head down. The first flight of stairs, that's just a normal ceiling. This one's lower because it is below deck.
No.
So as you reach the last step, you hear, like, the party hears as you smack your head on the lip of the door frame.
Ow.
Mm.
And it's just the tip of, like, your scalp. It's not like your full forehead. It's just the tip of your scalp that gets clunked. Corey,
Almost
you
worse.
see it as he hits it, and you're just like, oh. Sorry.
Ow.
Nice going.
I'll
Okay.
try to be more careful.
As you rub your head, Elric, Corey steps ahead of you because she passed the check. And she's like, oh, ducks. Due to her being taller.
Exaggeratedly ducks.
You find yourselves in, I would say, like, what could be described as the crew's, I don't want to say quarters because it's not rooms, it's an open area for where the crew slept. Hammocks would be strewn up, a common area in the middle. It's an open area for all those who were not the captain or the senior staff to go to bed and just commiserate when they're not on duty. Unfortunately, Corey, you find this room is a disaster.
Hmm.
The majority of the unsettling sights are in here.
Right.
But
How
the-
unsettling.
We'll say about like 15, 20 bodies.
No.
Ugh.
Pretty unsettling.
But what you find the most strange is along the walls of this room, looks like coral and barnacles are like growing on the sides of it.
That seems less than ideal. That's not supposed to happen.
It is on the outside.
Yeah, on the outside, but okay.
Maybe it's a fashion statement.
I'm gonna ask a disgusting question.
Oh god.
How decomposed are these bodies?
I'm not gonna make a real
Like-
perception because I'm just gonna skip that and just tell you.
Okay.
The vast majority, we'll say like 3/4 of them, are in the just hitting rigor mortis area.
Okay.
They're still fleshy.
Mm-hmm.
To pull a very,
Ugh.
very cliche line, they're still juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Eh.
If that's what you were going for.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
The other quarter are too maimed to tell.
Oh boy.
That's great.
Lovely.
What kind of maimed are they?
You had to ask.
I
Smothered and covered.
mean
Like-
like
No,
are they like decapitated or are they like ripped open?
column A, column B.
Oh.
Um, some of
variety
them,
power, then.
some of them have a lot of stab wounds or cuts. Some of them have what look like barbs coming out of their body. A few of them actually do have their side ripped open as if like something bit and pulled.
Ugh.
One of them is missing an arm. No, the arm is not on the floor somewhere. I'm gonna just stop that one right there before someone asks.
Mm.
There's not a floating arm on the floor. I don't know why, but I feel like DFA was
Darn.
gonna ask.
No. Probably not.
You don't want to give yourself a hand?
God damn it.
Eh.
And one of them is actually missing from the waist to the shoulder, like their whole side is missing.
Oh,
Lovely.
Yep.
I regret asking,
That's why I said
So
but I needed to know. But I still regret it.
Whew.
also
So this apparently happened not that long ago.
long enough where the smell is like not as overpowering. It's more stale
Yeah.
dead air. It's not the we walked into a gore fest. It's dead stale air mixed with the ocean
Holy.
air. But no one has to roll
Unpleasant.
no one has to roll a constitution over like the scent.
God.
Can we hear the other crew members walking around?
Like the ones that you guys came over with?
Yeah.
Roll a perception. Because you guys are now 2 layers below the top deck.
25.
Glad the clarification, or else it's do we hear dead people?
I don't want to hear dead people.
I'd rather hear than see them. Anyway, you can hear the shuffling. It's very faint. From above you guys, you can hear the footsteps and the like very muffled, because again, 2 floors between you guys of Tilde and Inigo speaking, and you guys think you can hear the dwarves somewhere nearby, but because of the size of the ship and the way the sounds are like reverberating up the walls, you can't pinpoint if they're below you, above you, or on the same floor and off to the sides. But you can hear them all moving around doing stuff.
2 more things.
Yes.
I would like to attempt to tune them out,
Okay.
and I would like to stealth towards the next like opening, or like if there's a way down.
Oh, so you want to
What-
like
what-
move
what-
towards the next area?
Yes, pretty
Okay.
much.
Go ahead and stealth.
18.
Just making sure you're trying to stealth away from your party, or just in general.
I'm fine with stealthing ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so to the party, are you trying to like not have them notice you?
I don't need to be like hidden from the party, but I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
gonna kind of start. I'm gonna take the lead, and I'm gonna stealth up to the next doorway.
Oh, okay.
'Cause things have gotten
Follow
real for
him.
Magzio.
Yeah, no. If the party is going to observe him, that's fine. If they don't notice him at the moment. And you said you got a, what was it again? Just make sure I got the right number. 18, you said?
18. I rolled like crap.
No, you actually beat the roll, so you're fine.
Well,
Does it
for
roll to beat?
Magzio.
There's always a roll to beat with
Yeah.
me.
Magzio didn't roll a 50, so
I only roll a 32. All right, let's calm down.
The 50's on a day when he makes his extra luck potions. We can't tell you about. But you do make it to the next stairwell that is on the other side of the room. Thankfully, because you were able to be stealthy, you were able to not touch anything along the way. And once you reach the stairs, do you fully want to go down there, or do you want to wait by them?
I guess I will, as long as I'm confident that I'm being stealthy and I'm still like kind of like trying to listen.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna keep going. Pretty much, I'm gonna go down the stairs and then get to like the next doorway.
Okay. Just before I move that with you, are the rest of you going to stay in here and check out the room, or are you following the Moogle?
I guess we're gonna follow the Moogle. Just a decent distance away, though, since he's obviously stealthing.
I
I'm
wanted to give
gonna
a quick
look
look
and
over.
yeah, I'm gonna look and see if there's like
Anything sus?
if I can find out anything more about what happened here other than slaughter.
Okay.
I would
Anything
like
more
to look.
specific.
I would like to look at the wall of coral and barnacles
Okay.
because Hyacinth is very confused on how this is inside the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
Corey, you can do a regular perception.
Okay.
Hyacinth, do a nature knowledge, because technically this stuff is nature. And Del, what are you doing?
Honestly, just following along. He's a little freaked out by all of the stuff around him and is trying not to look around more than he absolutely has to.
Fair enough.
So yeah, he's sticking close to Hyacinth and Elric and just kind of keeping his eye on like their legs.
And DFA, you said you went with Mogzio, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Within 5 feet of him.
Okay.
That's a dirty 20.
Nice. While Hyacinth does her roll, you notice on the floor there seems to be these iridescent scales. You also find, again, more signs of a struggle. On the floor, the walls, there are marks of like weapons hitting the wall. You even see what looks like a silvery liquid in the water. It has the same consistency of blood, but it doesn't have the same like smell. You don't know what it is. It's mixed in with all the other stuff on the floor, and it's clearly far less than everything else. So when you only notice it because the glimmer of the color catches your eye.
Does it look like it's separated from everything else, like an oil and water kind of thing? Or
Yes,
is it
actually, that's a very good way to
Okay.
describe it. Thank you.
I'm gonna touch it
Okay.
and see if that tells me anything.
You put just for the sake of making this as easy for all of us as possible, you like dip your 3 fingers in and lift your hand up. Do the obviously like separating your fingers and all that, and you can see it stick and have that like the tail of it like connecting as you pull your fingers apart and all. It
Mhm.
reminds you of what's that stuff called? Not slime, but it is very non-Newtonian.
Oobleck?
I'm
Thank
not
you.
smart enough
That's
to know
the,
what that means.
that stuff.
What stuff?
Ooblik.
Ooblik. It's like whenever you mix cornstarch and water.
Oh, okay. Ew.
Yeah. But it doesn't lose any of its metallic sheen. It's very shiny silver. No impurities at all. And the more you like move your hands along it, like it does rub off. It doesn't stick to you, like staining you. But it is very.
Am I touching mercury?
No, you're not touching mercury.
Okay.
If it was mercury, I would have you do like a constitution or something.
Great.
I'm not gonna poison you yet. You're only level 2. You're level 2.
Great.
Don't worry. You guys got time. Poison comes way later.
Oh my god. Poison.
I'm gonna say, does anybody have any idea what this could be?
So do we have to like do some kind of knowledge rolls for that?
I believe that would be a. I think that would just be a flat intelligence
Okay.
for anyone who wants to like do guesswork. And while anyone's rolling, Hyacinth, what did you get for your knowledge?
I got a 7. So, and then I rolled for impulse, which is basically just me flipping a coin.
Yeah.
Hyacinth, upon not knowing what the fuck is going on, is going to take a dagger and poke.
What are you poking specifically?
I poking whatever like is sticking out the most from the wall, but is like they are using their full arm length and like leading forward and then jumping back immediately after.
Okay. I'll get to that in a second. For those who did the knowledge roll, what did you guys get?
19.
I got a 15.
19, 15.
21.
And what was that, Del?
21.
Of course, Del knows everything.
Del sees all.
Del, you know the most. The other two know that it's definitely non-human or anything from like what you would call the surface, because nothing you've seen on above water has this kind of makeup and consistency. Del, however, you know exactly what this is. This is the blood of a merfolk.
Oh. Interesting.
And you know them because it has that texture, color, and everything when mixed with seawater.
Okay.
That being said, when would merfolk blood not mix with that is a different question, but we're not going to tackle that right now.
Yeah. So if it's okay, as just a little bit of flavor, I don't think Del necessarily had any experience to have known that. I think occasionally he just
knows things. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's an astrologian. Like he just occasionally is just like, oh, I know what this is. How? Space told me.
The sign Pisces told you.
Nah.
Stars.
But yeah, so,
today, I know things.
Exactly. So I think he's gonna look at that and then cock his head to the side, and then just nod and be like, "That's mermaid blood and water and seawater."
Gross.
Very.
Corey's gonna stand up and like rub her hands on her pants
to get that off.
It does come off easily, and like there's a tiny like silver stain on your pant leg, but it's not like how when blood stains, how it does that like weird spreading effect. It is consistently where you rub.
That's weird, but I've had blood on me before, so that's fun, I guess.
That was more for like flavor.
Gross.
Hey, you're the one who touched it.
Yeah, well, sometimes she does things.
Aren't you glad it's not mercury?
Yes.
At least it's gross and not poisonous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's poison if you ingested it, but thankfully DFA's not ingesting it.
Erlich, when he hears Del say that, is going to say, like, I guess that explains how your new toy got here to Hyacinth.
Hyacinth is busy
with the wall.
Hyacinth is very busy sciencing a wall.
Very busy with the wall.
And before we can continue that, we're going to take a quick break because, yeah, that's a segment.
Okay.
So everyone quickly get up, stretch, do a quick break time activity, and when we get back, we'll find out why I'm making us take a break as Hyacinth stabs a wall.
Not stabs, pokes.
A sharp object with force is touching something.
Like literally, like poke something. Like if you poke somebody with like a pen, not like full on stab. They are like afraid of this weird substance they have no knowledge about. They've
But
probably
still,
never seen barnacles and coral before.
good point. Either way, everyone please get up and take a quick break. We'll be back in just a bit. Don't go away, though.
Woo!
Skull of water.
I'm gonna finish my cider.
You know, I don't know why I linked just you this. It's a D&D thing. Why didn't I link everybody this?
Yeah, no, I just saw that. I was like,
I literally just was like, why did I just link everybody?
yeah, just put that in the
Literally-
general.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. Everyone can look at Mike's thing at their leisure. But so yeah, Hyacinth, you're gonna stab the wall. By stab, I'm exaggerating. You're gonna poke it.
I'm a poke it very gently. Like I'm just gonna like. I don't want to say tap. It's literally like in my mind. It's what you do if you're trying to get somebody's attention. You like lightly poke them with a pen,
Are you using your knife?
but using the knife,
Are you using the sharp end or the grip end?
the grip end.
Okay. You tap it.
So it's gonna decrease my range. I can do it, but like I just
But,
want to make sure it's
yeah.
not alive.
Okay. As you do, you said you're doing to the coral parts.
Yeah, whichever part is sticking out the farthest from the wall.
Oh, okay, sticking out from the furthest, it'll be more. This will be not the coral. This will be like a black, purple, and white anemone of sorts.
Oh,
I want to say this one specifically is about 2.5, 3 feet long,
oh,
and it's the type of there's different types of anemone, obviously. Some of them have like those undulating. I don't want to call them tentacles because they're not tentacles, but like a wreath around it. Versus the ones that have just like a single tail, I guess you can call it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one with the tail.
Okay.
There is no
Alright, so it's
wreath of
gonna-
like feelers on it, I guess you can call them.
Eisen's gonna gently poke it with the butt of the dagger and then jump back.
As you do, it doesn't react in a very extreme way, but it does retreat the tail part, I guess, into itself. And as it does, it makes like a weird I don't want to say a hiss, because it's not a hiss. It's more like that weird like scuttle noise.
Oh.
Like you'd hear like a crab when it's walking on something.
Hate it.
Upon hearing this,
Yeah.
Eisen jumps back and yells, "The wall's alive! The wall's alive! Oh god, the wall's alive!"
I want to preface all this by letting everyone in the audience know I am a coward and I hate horror, but apparently I'm good at traumatizing an audience. Or players, I should say. I don't know where this comes from.
You essentially tap into your what would I most hate to hear at this moment? This.
I guess
That's how
kind
that
of.
goes,
Yeah, kind of. I think that's how Stephen King does it.
basically.
But yeah, no, Hyacinth, you do react in the way you do, so how does the party react to Hyacinth freaking out?
It's
What do you mean alive?
It moved. I poked it with the end of my knife, and it moved, and it made a sound. I don't like it. Can we leave?
I don't believe that's what rotten wood is supposed to do.
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
He's just gonna lean forward a little bit, like lean around Hyacinth and lean forward. Hello? At the wall. Why not?
Oh god, I can't believe you're gonna try making friends with the wall. Okay.
Just seeing if there's any response.
No, I know. Not on the list of things I expected any of you to do tonight. Oh, that's perfect. I love it. The tail that retreated into the anemone. Yeah, if I can say that word at all. Hi, I'm Nemo.
Anemone.
It's
Phenomenal.
I can say that word.
Do-do-do-do.
It slowly starts to come back out and returns to its full length and just starts like not waving in the air like a sail would, but it just does that thing where like anemones do in the water, as if there was a current moving through it. It reacted to your voice though.
Interesting.
Also, I'm just curious: are the two Moogles still at the stairwell, or had they just booked it the minute Hyacinth freaked out?
Still there.
Okay. Does Del wish to continue?
Yeah. If you can hear me, can you wiggle twice?
Because now you're actually trying to. Now you're actually like communicating.
I know. Yeah. Do you want me to roll something?
Yeah, roll linguistics.
Oh shit! I actually have that one.
That's why I'm like, you have this skill, so let's see if you're like able to.
Let's see.
Del can speak sea wiggles.
You know, Del might be able to speak sea wiggles. That's a dirty 20.
Oh god.
Del, just because I want to see how you come up with this, how would you subconsciously, mind you, because again, this is one of those things you know, but you don't know how you know. How would you subconsciously communicate with this thing in a language it would understand?
Honestly, it's gonna sound weird. Del's going to almost, again, it's completely subconscious, but when he says wiggles, he legitimately starts like kind of wiggling side to side, like slowly, just kind of showing like this is the motion I mean, and holds up like two fingers. So yeah, so as though he were like, you know, just chilling in a current, I guess.
That's so cute.
Adorable.
If it wasn't so terrifying where you guys are, this would be the most wholesome moment so far. The anemone mimics your movements as you request. So it does understand you.
Interesting.
For the record, the party has no clue what the fuck you're saying or doing. They're just seeing you wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. He'll turn. He'll turn. I think it knows what I'm saying. It wiggled back, but like in a specific cadence.
You
So-
can talk to it?
Well, it's not.
Can you-
I'm not sure if this somatic communication is sort of talking. Bees do it, so yes.
Did you know you can talk to plants? I'm assuming that's a plant. Maybe it's a weird wall creature. I don't like the ocean.
I did not. But it's possible there's some remnants of a linguistics programming within me to communicate with people and give them information. I don't know.
Are you going to continue to communicate?
I'm gonna try.
Oh god. Just for the sake of this, I'm going to make you roll every time you try to see if you do it correctly.
That is entirely fair.
The lost language of the twerk. Thank you, Hyundai.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Well.
Perfect way to me look over and see that.
I think he's just going to. I think he's gonna approach and he's going to very gently just put a hand like on the wall.
On the wall or on the anemone?
Well, she said when she poked the wall, it moved. So I think he's gonna go with the wall.
Okay.
And he's gonna like kind of keep wiggling back and forth
God, this is such a
and
good image.
he's gonna say, "Are you friendly, good, and like pet a little? Be like soft touch, good touch. I don't fucking know, man."
Again, the weirdest thing that could have happened with tonight's planning. We did not predict for this.
18.
It understands you.
Lovely.
Um,
Man.
again, the list of things I could have prepared for. This was not anywhere in the realm of. Does anyone speak tentacle? Leave it to.
I mean,
See this
no.
tentacle? It's actually shorter than all my other tentacles.
Oh god, I know
Dog
what that
can
was.
summon tentacle monsters. It only makes
Yeah,
sense.
it makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
Talk to it.
Del, what's your reflex?
Oh,
Oh
God.
dear.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
Uh,
Concern.
2.
2?
Oh,
A +2.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yeah, roll a reflex.
Oh dear.
I like the sound of this.
I got a nat 20.
You got a nat
my
20?
Thank God.
Oh.
So you said you. So what? It's 22?
Yeah, 22.
Okay. The party is obviously like very concerned, but letting you do this, even though clearly they're like, this should not be a thing we're doing. This is not a good sign.
Yeah.
You are able to notice that the waving, twerking, whatever the fuck it's doing, suddenly stops. And it snaps out as if to snap around your neck, and you move back just in time.
Huh.
How rude.
Okay. No touching. No touching. Hmm. Does it
And
look like?
this is where it gets
Oh.
interesting.
Oh.
Moxio and DFA, roll a perception.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Natural 20.
26.
Do you two roll below a 50?
No, 27.
Oh, okay, so you two notice from where you two are perfectly standing. On the opposite wall, some of the coral and everything starts to shift and like crack. And what happens is from it bursts 5 scale creatures.
Love it.
Huh?
They look like 4-legged insects with their wings arched up. The coral that made up the wall is their wings, and it's arched up as if it's like, I don't want to say preparing to fly. Also, it has 4 little not arm and hands, but just like limbs that are from the ribs up, right below its head. If you want to call
Do I
it
know
a
what
head.
these things are?
Off table, you would, but on table, I would say roll a.
I don't know what they are.
You do eat.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
it charges.
Oh God. Just before we handle the charging. I would say that would fall under intelligence. Just do an intelligence roll if you know what they are.
Is that for me or DFA?
For you, DFA, since she's charging.
Oh, I rolled a 1. I don't know what they are.
Oh, okay. You don't know what they are. DFA, you gonna charge? You said.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Roll
Here's
it.
the question: do they notice us? Because if I don't know what they are, I was going to throw card too.
They notice Hyacinth, Del, Elric, and Corey. They don't notice you two off to the side. You notice them bursting from the wall.
Oh yeah, I throw right away.
Okay, so both of you roll your retaliation, I guess would be the term. Because yeah, I would consider that like a retaliatory strike.
That's going to be 14 versus their touch.
Okay.
But they're flat-footed too. I mean, if they don't know we're there, they're flat-footed. So
Yeah, they're flat-footed. So I'll tell you in a
whatever's
second.
lower.
I'll tell you that in a second. I'm putting in the what's it called, general chat, so the others know what the fuck is jumping out at them.
Mm.
Because it helps to visualize.
Oh yeah.
23 for DFA.
God damn it. Anyway, let's see. That's enemy. I can. There. It's this one. Okay, here we go. You said touch.
Touch or flat-footed, whatever is lower.
Yeah. Yeah, you beat both. But yeah, you both hit it. Again, since there's 5 of them, do you care which one you're hitting, or are you specifying?
Probably just go settle for whatever one's closer to me.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
All right. The 2 of you are aiming for the ones that are on the furthest to the left. Okay. I had to mentally orientate everything.
And I imagine I go as I throw it.
Okay. You do both hit, so both of you roll for damage or whatever you have to do for that.
Five.
6.
All right. You're using your spear, right, DFA?
Correct.
Okay,
My
so
halberd.
yeah, so all the rest of you see is Moxio throw something and DFA lunge for something. As you turn around, the rest of you spot these creatures, and DFA jumps in the air and just stabs deep into one's spine before jumping off and landing in front of it as if to be like, okay, wanna fucking go, let's go. Moxio's attack lands square in the thing's face and causes it to stumble back and going making a weird undulating screech of a noise. And now you all can roll for initiative.
Boy.
Nice.
Haven't had combat in a while.
I get to cut some fish people. Fish things.
Oh god,
11.
the chat is encouraging DFA, and I don't like it.
So funnily enough, even though I cannot be surprised anymore, I still have my flat AC until it's my turn, but I can act in the surprise round. I also rolled, I believe, a 5 for my initiative.
GG.
So
You're still surprised by the tentacle.
No, yeah, that's totally fair. Sorry, that was definitely surprising. I was just sort of like, oh yeah, that's gonna be. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I actually got an 8 in my initiative, not a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you add? Do you add anything to initiative?
If you have an ability that tells you, you can.
Yeah, no, it's based on the roll.
Oh.
Or it's just dex.
Yeah, it's your dex and your roll.
Oh, okay. Then 17.
Okay.
I also have 17.
2 seconds. I just had to go into another room to get a notebook. Okay. So 2 17s.
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 with the 17.
22.
What is the higher dex for you two?
I have. I mean, my dex is 8 and -1, so probably Corey.
Wait.
When you roll the same, the one with the higher dex goes first.
Oh, okay. So 16. Yeah, mine's 16.
Okay, so 16, 17. What was that hyacinth?
22.
Moxio, what's yours?
11.
Dell, you said you got an 8.
Yeah.
And DFA?
7.
Wow, that was different than I expected. Okay. And these things go again, I don't like how the chat is encouraging DFA's licking. I don't. They need to stop. Corey, control your other half.
Well, that's easier said than done.
I'm being optimistic. Okay, so as of right now, Hyacinth, you are first, followed by Elric. So, Hyacinth, you are up.
Close is one of these things to me.
They are all equidistant from you, right behind you guys. Well, you guys have turned to see them, so they're on the other side of the room. You were probably closest to the one the farthest right, because you were positioned where you were.
Short bow, knock an arrow, and then I'm going to shoot whichever one is closest to me.
All right,
that
so
is,
roll for an
and
attack.
it has a 60-foot range.
Yeah, so roll for an attack.
12?
Very good, you hit it. Roll for damage.
It is 1d6. What does a d6 look like? That's a dice. 4.
All right. You knock, as you said, you knock back your arrow and fire your shot. It lands in the wing itself, embedding into it, and it causes the creature to like not keel over, but bend, trying to like pry the arrow out of itself. And you hear it go in agony from the pain, but it's able to get back up, even though it's unable to pry the arrow out of it. Right?
So
Creepy.
I can sometimes make things creepy. Again, I'm a coward, but I like these things. Elric, you're up, followed by Corey.
Okay. Trying to see what I want to do here.
Your best.
My best. Let's see. How close are these things to each other?
To each other? They're like 5 feet apart. Like each one fits a block.
And how far are they from us?
About 15, 20 feet at most, depending on where you really want to be nitpicking. 50. We'll say at most 20 feet.
Okay, so at 20 feet they're away?
Yeah, well,
All right, I'm gonna run up to whichever one's the closest one. 20 feet away, right?
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna cast darkness, which is a 15-foot radius around me. So the party should be fine because they're out of range.
Okay.
But I should be able to hit all of them with it.
Is it a damage or is it a like condition?
It's damage, but the DC's 14.
Okay. So wait, I have to roll for it?
Yeah, you gotta roll for it.
Okay. Just making sure. You said 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 fail. 2 fails. 1 passed. 3 fails, and so 2 pass, 3 fail.
Okay, the ones that pass are gonna take half damage.
Okay.
Okay, so the damage is, what is it? It's focus sword damage, so my weapon damage plus my charisma modifier. So I roll for that, right?
Wait, what? Sorry.
It's weapon damage plus charisma modifier.
Yeah, you see,
So
you still roll your weapon damage, then you add your charisma afterwards.
Okay. So 2d6.
Yep.
Alright, hold on, I gotta get the sight. Alright, that's a 5.
Okay.
And a 3. Then it adds my charisma modifier, which is another 3. So 8, 11. And then the what the ability does is sacrifice 25% of my current health, which is extra damage.
Okay.
Which helped me with math. It's 25% of my health.
What's your max health?
My current health right now is 26.
25% of that?
Yeah.
6. 4. That would be, you lose 7 health.
Okay, so all right, I'm at 19 then. All right, so add 7 to what I fucking said before.
7 plus 3 plus 6, I think you said?
It was shit. It was
5.
Okay, 5. Okay, so 8, 15. So you did 15 damage?
Was it 15?
Is that all the numbers you had to add together? Is those 3?
No, it was.
I got a 5 and a 2, right?
Okay,
No,
so
3.
7.
It was an 8 plus the 3 charisma is
11.
11 plus 7.
Okay. So describe how you killed all 5 of these things.
Fuck yeah.
Damn.
Let's
Holy
see.
shit!
3 of them took half damage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's no. You
Even then?
hold on.
Jesus.
Mogzio, you and DFA did half damage on your reactionary strikes. Hyacinth did like a quarter damage with her bow. Elric did max damage on all of them.
Fuck yeah.
These things are literally like throwaway, like, they swarm you more than anything.
Cool. Well, I guess the burst of darkness that goes first just like freaking explodes them all.
Okay. Now that you've done that, I'm just curious, how does Elric look after doing that? Since I'm assuming it's the first time he's used it in front of everybody.
A little winded. A little winded. Had to sacrifice myself a little bit there, a little bit of health there, but it's fine.
Okay.
How many things was that?
You just
did I
killed
kill?
5
Nice.
in one shot. Also, that leaves it up to Corey's turn, because there is still one enemy that you guys haven't killed.
Oh.
You could have left me a couple more than that, but okay.
Just know that I'm waiting for.
Fine.
Notice that I didn't tell you what the last enemy is.
What am I looking at?
Well, you're looking at 5 dead scales.
Hmm.
The last enemy is the tentacle thing that tried to grab Del.
No. Oh no, that's
Oh no.
So you guys turned your back to the last enemy.
Oops.
I didn't do anything.
Well, I'm saying those who looked over to go fight.
Corey probably would have looked at what was going on, so I will turn, see what's going on.
You just
That.
see it very I guess the best way we can describe it is like violently freaking out against the wall.
Okay.
It's not
I'm
making any
gonna-
noise though, don't worry.
I'm gonna go up to it and hit it
Okay.
with my fancy axe.
Roll for an attack.
That is a 17 plus 5.
I'm going to answer you in a second.
Yeah.
I don't think sea anemones have junks.
Andy.
You do hit it, just so you know.
Of course they do. They're just called tentacles in that case.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
I'm remembering this next time we play Kingdom, just so you know.
Okay, I hit it.
Yeah, you hit it.
What are my damage dice? 10
What is your damage?
It's a D10 dice, but I can never remember what they look like.
Oh, the D10 is the weird it's like the weird the diamond one.
Diamonds, got it. Okay.
What about
I always wanted to be the D12, and it's not.
No, the D12 is the I guess you can call it the hexadiamond. Because it has flat
And
tops.
That's the top, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's 10.
you got 10?
Yes.
Okay. You walk up to it and notice it behaving a lot more aggressively after it tried to attack Del, so you take your axe, get it really good and ready, and just swing, hacking a chunk of the tail thing clean off of it. It's still reacting, so you know you didn't kill it, but you did cleave a huge chunk of it off. And next up is the creature thing, enemy. It uses its ability, gravity.
Oh no.
Me.
For those who don't,
Gravity or grabity?
swear to God, I'm gonna make you pay for all of this.
I'm sorry.
Remember, every Wednesday you're in my game. I get to fuck with you.
I know, but you get all of my puns.
I do. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna make you suffer for it.
Double the puns.
So the target, because, and I'm picking a target in a second, will have to do a fortitude save,
Oh god.
or lose half of their current hit points.
That's not very tentacool.
Friendly fire is on. I'm reminding the party. Just saying, there is friendly fire.
So who did gravity hit?
I'm telling you in a second. I'm rolling to see who the target is.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to actually give you guys all a fair shot by having it be a roll.
Hit me. Hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me.
It goes for Elric.
Or
Oh,
Elric.
Damn.
What do I have to do?
You need to roll a fortitude save.
Fortitude save, okay. And right, so what do I
You roll a
Roll.
d20 and you base it off your fortitude roll. I mean your bonus thing.
Oh, okay. So I add that bonus to my roll. Well, I rolled an 18
Okay.
plus 5.
You beat it. That means you lose, I believe, a quarter of your total damage in health. Is it you're halving it?
Yeah, you okay.
Another
What's a
7.
quarter of 19?
What was that, Harrison?
It would just be another 7, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be another 7
Wait, is it max health or current
total.
health?
It,
Okay,
it,
so
it
another
always
7.
does based on your current.
Okay.
Oh,
Sounds heavy.
the current then it would be different.
Oh, if it's based on current, it would be, what do you have left?
19.
19.
So a quarter of 19 would be
5.
yeah, 5.
Okay.
I'm like, that's a simple math. I can do that one without a calculator.
I can't do any of
Alright.
this without a
I'm hurt.
calculator.
I'm
Welcome to
hurt.
D&D, where we don't know math, but we play a game involving math.
I'm feeling hurt.
Every time.
What was that, Mike?
I'm feeling hurt.
Yeah, you are. You're at the this is the most I think we've seen you damaged.
Yeah.
Next up is, speak of the devil, Moxio, with Dell on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna have to be quick because I'm at the take off for just a second. But
Yep.
I'm just gonna card throw at the anemone.
The anemone. Do a roll for an attack.
11.
No, it does not hit. The card, it goes fast and true, but unfortunately, because of the weighting of the tail thing, it just misses by an inch and sticks to the wall. Fortunately, your attack does not succeed. Dell, you are up. And I remind you, Dell, you're on a boat, so don't open any portals to the other realm. I'm not sure how the remains of where you open it will be. Yeah.
Is he buffering?
There was a lot of robots.
Oh,
Sorry.
you are up.
Okay.
And we said reminder,
Gotcha.
we are on a boat, so no portals to the underworld.
That's all I got.
I mean, you could unarmed strike.
No, that's not a good plan. It's just a little bit of void.
Tiny voice.
It'll be fine.
Famous last words.
Just
It's
a
just a
little bit.
little void.
Just a little bit.
This is how the TPK happens.
I mean, if it's an actual concern, then yeah, I will adjust my.
Oh
thing.
no, it's one of those things that, like, I legitimately am not going to care, but it's like, hey, just remember, you're on a boat.
I'm on a boat and
You are the closest one to the tentacle, though, by the way.
yeah, fair. Okay, in that case,
In that case,
sorry, I just looking through all of my various things.
yes. I think you have like a bunch of cards, don't you?
I do indeed. I might just power up everybody else. So I'm gonna use as a swift action. I'm gonna use draw. So I get to do one of these things below. Okay, the shield. I'm gonna grant somebody a +1 luck bonus to AC. I think I'm gonna do it for Elric because he's up there fighting at this thing and he already like did some kind of something to himself. So it's just here. You're a little more resilient.
He's a little bruised.
Little.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. So that was my swift action. So I think for my standard action, none of my cantrips are really good at this.
Wait, so wait, what did Del do to me?
You have an extra AC point, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I'm probably just going to use my star globe and just focus it and hit somebody with it. I'm just going to hit the enemy with it.
Okay.
The tentacle, whatever the hell it is.
Roll for your thing.
Okay, that's a 19 on the die.
Okay.
Plus, it's a ranged spell attack, so plus my intelligence is 22.
Oh yeah, you break the AC hands down.
All right, good shit. So it only does a little bit, but it's a 1d4 plus my wisdom modifier of non-elemental damage.
Okay.
Okay, so it's... Why are these so hard to find?
Also, just so you know, DFA, you were up next.
Okay, so that is 2 plus 3 is 5 non-elemental damage.
Okay.
Just...
So you said it's a ranged attack?
Yes.
Okay. After Del draws a card and hits Elric with the boost to like resilience, so that way if they do get hit again, it'll be a little harder for them to actually take damage. They take their star globe and do some hand gestures with it, and then from the, you said it's like a how would you describe your star globe?
It essentially kind of looks like a glowing ball of purplish light.
Okay.
That has little miniature versions of my cards floating around it.
All right.
So yeah.
As the orb starts to glow brighter, preparing for the attack, the miniature cards, similar to how Mogzio, when he does his card attacks, all like realign to face the enemy and fly out, hitting it one after another, doing the damage that it does. And then the cards fade and reappear in front of the surrounding the orb and orbiting it, preparing for the next attack whenever it comes. DFA, you are up.
Okay. I want to stab the other thing.
The other thing?
Yeah, the other thing.
The thing that they're attacking?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Roll for an attack.
$17.
You hit for damage.
9.
A mighty 9 strikes again. You were where the scales were, and after Elric destroyed them, you were able to readjust to face this new target. You use your halberd to like pole vault over towards it, and as you're in the air, you let gravity bring you straight down and drive with all of your weight the tip of the blade right through it, and you let your weight pull it back, so you're trying to almost like you're prying it off the wall until your feet touch down. Then you yank the weapon out and get a few feet back, so you have a safe distance. Next up is Hyacinth. Now we'll skip the bunny.
Don't skip the bunny.
The bunny will
Stab.
The bunny will kick me.
Stabbing that shit.
You're gonna stab?
I'm gonna stab it.
Like it's food?
No, I'm gonna stab it like a thing that's still alive.
Mhm.
Can't eat it unless it's dead.
Well, roll for an attack with your stabby stab.
We'll see.
Hold on. Are you stabbing with the dagger, or are you stabbing with your new fork?
I'm stabbing with the dagger because the fork is still on my back.
Just making sure. Just gotta make sure we. I know.
No time for them to get it off their back.
Nope. No. Just
It's
got,
okay.
I just wanted to make sure I knew what you were attacking with.
13.
Oh, you just made it.
Oh my god. My dice likes that fucking 10 for some reason.
So
Alright.
so-
Stabby Stabs uses a different dice. So I use a d4. 2.
Just 2 damage.
2 damage.
You're still
Not a whole lot.
You are still creeped out by all this. You are not enjoying any of it. So like, and you're like trying to keep away from it because weird ocean shit makes you uncomfortable. You wildly swing your dagger out, and you feel the connect on one strike, and you don't really look. So you just like hit, drag, and pull away, and then back away. Like, nope. Hopefully that was enough damage. I'm done. Like,
Valid.
and
Correct.
and you looked at the blade and you see like the residue of what you hit, and you're just like, okay, I did hit it. Good, that's all I care about. Just, kill it. Elric, you are up.
Okay. How far am I from it?
You were on the upside of the room. You were where the scales were. So
So about 20 feet.
yeah, you'd have to run back on the other side of the boat now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head up to this fucking thing, and
Avenge yourself.
I'm gonna do minus strike.
Okay, what's that do?
So, the sword state takes in the beating he has endured, and with vengeance aims to deal the same to his foe. I make a melee attack, and if successful, I deal focus sword damage plus the damage I've taken from my the difference between my max health and current health.
Okay.
All right, so let's
So
see.
you might kill it.
I might kill it if I hit it.
Ladies and gentlemen, does the dice like Elric tonight?
I rolled a 17 plus whatever the fuck.
Thank God.
You hit it.
I hit it. Okay.
You beat the AC. You're fine. Don't need to add anything else. You're good.
So I do attack it, but it can make a is it Constitution?
Fortitude.
Fortitude, is it?
Is it fortitude or what?
Damage. Fortitude save, yeah.
Okay, hold on.
DC 14.
Has to be 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
DC 14.
Everyone hold their breaths. Does Elric get another kill?
The extra damage.
Yeah,
is
no, I'm
like
just saying. It failed the save.
awesome. Okay, so now I gotta roll for damage. Weapon damage 2d.
Wait. Before you do all the math, compared to your max health, how much have you lost?
Hold on 1 second.
No, because I need to know that one first. How much is that altogether?
My max health is 26, and I'm at 14.
So you've already lost 12.
That's 12 damage.
You beat
yeah.
you beat how much HP it has. Describe how you kill it.
Oh, I just fucking want to cleave this fucking thing.
All right.
Chop it in half. Nice.
The effect of gravity has your body looking very worn and very like. Obviously, it's not still pressuring on you, but the image of your body for everyone else, it looks like you were just holding up a building. You're hunched over. You're like panting for breath. You look like you were. That's what you describe it. Spider-Man in Homecoming when he's holding up the two parts of the building.
Okay.
You heft up your sword and you are beyond pissed. You reach into you and you get all the energy to essentially avenge what you just went through and channel it into the blade as you reach up and just cleave down along the side of the wall where the creature is attached to it. And as it comes down, you move your blade just enough so you clean right through it, severing it from the wall and the root of it. and the thing splits in part. As it splits apart, it starts to dematerialize into like a coral-like dust and fades onto the floor, completely dead. As it dies, the scales that you guys all fought before, do the same, and the battle is over.
Nice.
Also, just for the reference, the what's it called? The floor itself and all the coral along the walls, all of it starts to recede back to how it should look. The musty smell of like soaking wet wood, the warped texture, all of it starts to recede back to be normal, maintained wood that a boat should look like in a good situation. It's still not ideal because of what happened, but a lot of the waterlogging and damage does fade away with the creature.
Sweet.
And that is the end of combat.
Interesting.
Is the water at our feet more silver?
No.
No. And the bodies are gone.
The enemies you fought, the people that were on the boat, no, they are still there.
Okay, so the scales bodies are gone.
Yes, the scales in the enemies' bodies are gone.
Interesting.
That's some magic shit.
Yeah. Wonder if we killed it,
Alright.
they would have just been gone.
Yes. Never know.
I look completely and totally unnerved by all of this. Like the ears are like twitching, and if she had more fur, it would be standing on end.
No feelings were harmed in the making of this episode.
And they're gonna look at the party and say, "I think we need to go find someone to go down below with us."
And his Elric, very winded, is gonna be like, I agree. I need to be looked at right now.
Wait, do any of you have a potion on you?
I think I do.
Because say
I do.
last I checked, someone had a healing item.
I do have one, but if we're gonna go back up, I could just be like, hey, Doc.
Well, you still have to explore the last thing below, which is the cargo area.
True.
That's what I'm saying.
I have regen.
Oh right, yeah, Del does have a healing ability. I forgot about that.
I have one. You get fast healing too, but I know it's not a lot, but it's something.
Okay.
Okay.
How does
So
that work
if-
for Del? I assume
I'm guessing that temporary AC is gone now, right?
Yes.
if I remember correctly, the spell you have is like lay on hands, isn't it?
Not exactly. It's called regen. It lasts for 3 rounds plus an additional 1 per level. So for 5 rounds, you have fast healing 2, which means you get 2 HP a round. So essentially, I'm giving you 10 HP.
10 HP.
Over the next 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, but fight's over, so 10 HP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just add 10 to what you got.
Got it.
And what's that put you at?
24.
Well, yeah, so you're fine now.
I'm feeling much better. Thank you.
As the ability takes hold, all of Elric's worn fatigue and all that starts to dissipate, and he stands up straighter, is able to like realign his back as if like pretty much looking like he didn't even get in the fight to begin with. Save the whole maybe a little tiny bit of a cut from when he drew his own energy.
Nice.
Nice.
I can't believe I'm going to ask this. What is everyone going to do now that they've killed these things? Are they going to go downstairs, or are they going to stay in the room and do more investigating?
I would like Hyacinth to take out their flask that they have.
Okay.
And fill it with the weird water.
Okay.
The mermaid blood water?
The mermaid blood water.
Are you going to fill it all the way or just a little bit?
It's a 1 pint flask.
All right. He says 1 pint. So what I'll do...
It's 1 pound, 1 full. So I was going to fill it halfway.
Okay, if you're going to do halfway, then yeah, we can just do halfway. Okay.
Okay.
I was going to roll, but I'm like, oh, fuck, how many ounces are... I'm like, no, math, fuck it. Not doing math, fuck it. If you're just doing half, we're doing half.
Hyacinth is very unnerved by all of this, but something about like this weird fucking water is just like, this could probably be useful for someone.
We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, you got half the flask, and you put it away. Mogzio is still near the stairs that go downstairs to the cargo hold. The rest of you are gathered where the enemy was. So if Mogzio wishes to move ahead, that's up to him.
Yep.
Okay. You gonna stealth down all the way, or are you gonna just walk down because you already looked ahead?
No, might as well stealth.
Okay. Roll a stealth then, because this would do post battle stealth.
28.
As the party is decompressing from the fight, they all turn around and all they see is the pom-pom of Mogzio going down the stairs quietly.
Okay.
I guess we're not asking for help. Okay, cool.
I think Mogzio just wants to be done with all of this.
Valid.
Mogzio, as you reach the bottom of the stairs, there is a closed door. But on a quick, just don't even need to roll look, it is unlocked and you were able to open it.
Yeah, just open it quietly and see what's through there. Like if I could just
do a peek
a little bit.
All right. Yeah, you were able to peek in. You don't open all the way. Like you're open just enough to poke your head and like get a quick gander.
Yeah.
You are looking at the cargo hold itself. There are crates along the walls secured by ropes and all that. As you're like looking around, you also notice that the room is very dark, and shocking to none, you don't hear anything inside of it.
Okay, I'll just open it up. And if I'm having like a really hard time figuring out details, I'll just light a torch.
Okay. Roll a perception for the actual looking around as you enter and all that.
24. Keep switching dice and it keeps working.
At least you're not asking me for names of things. That's all that matters at this point.
What's the name of the show now?
That's it. Get on
the
a.
name of the ship.
I know.
You can't tell. It's rubbed off. And I realized after I said that was probably the worst way to phrase it. All right. Got 85. The first thing you see is a box full of. Because I'm making you just heads or tails.
Can I do it?
Yeah, I'm asking you heads or tails.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's right. I was like, ooh, I want to flip. We'll go with heads.
All right. The first box you find is a box of fancy clothing, like pristine condition. This clothing is going to people who actually have money.
Okay.
Do you want to keep continuing looking around, or do you just want to stop where you are for the minute? Wait for everybody else.
I mean, if I don't see any danger, and
so far, again, it's very quiet. Very, you can't detect anything at the moment. The cargo hold makes up at least half of this part of this layer of the ship, and it goes from where the door is to the very front of, to the very back of the ship in terms of like the back wall. You have half the ship to explore lengthwise.
Yeah, I mean, until I find a reason to stop, I'm just gonna keep going and
all right,
do what we're here to do.
Okay. The next box you find, because what I'm gonna have you do is like you're gonna like examine each box as you pass by them.
Right.
7.
Probably like 2 or 3 more before the party catches up.
Yeah. The next one you find are fine wooden goods, mugs, instruments, tableware, knickknack. A box of knickknacks.
Yeah. Moving on.
Apparently, the chat decided the room is called the SS Rub and Lick.
Yep. Well, that was who said that.
You love them dearly.
I do.
At this point, the party has decided to follow. Also, I need everyone to roll a perception really quick.
Fucking roll a 1.
Hold on.
19.
17.
18.
Wait, what was that, Hyacinth?
18.
Okay. Hyacinth, what is your...
It would meet, so it
Okay.
would.
Yeah, meet and beat.
Yeah.
So, Elric, you don't notice. Mogzia, what is your perception roll?
I don't remember what it was when I came down here. So.
Oh, no, this is a whole new one.
Oh, 13.
13? Okay. As of right now, it looks like only Elric doesn't notice, but DFA is putting things in your pockets.
All right.
She's not being
Hyacinth
sneaky.
doesn't say shit.
She's not being super sneaky. She's just not making a point. She's just walking by. You get something. You get something. She notices Elric staring at a box. Is like, you get 2 somethings, and so on. Before she decides to stop where she is at the time she's done. But anyway, yes, you all come in, and the next thing you guys all notice, because again, you guys are examining the room. Let's see, we get number 35. What is 35 on this table? A box of unmade, like it's still rolled up in a container, fine silk. So as you guys peruse the room, I'm going to keep telling you what you guys find as you walk around.
Silk and fine clothing?
And knickknacks.
Huh.
Elric, you find a box of dried, salted, and smoked meat. That's why you didn't notice DFA. You found food. It is preserved, though, letting you know. Before anyone says, oh, it's probably bad. There would be secrets aboard the mic. Oh my god, that's gonna be like... No.
Why?
Yep.
Aren't you glad Ande isn't playing too?
I am, but I'm not, because you would either love them or hate them.
I mean, I'm enjoying what I'm getting so far, so like...
Like, they are very, very lucky when it comes to dice.
Well, guess what, Corey? You are so lucky you found a container of chalk.
Oh boy. I'm gonna eat it.
You being
Please
serious?
don't eat the chalk.
No, I'm not really gonna
Oh,
eat
okay. I was like, wait, do we really need to go through this again about
Oh,
do
no.
not eat the things you
I
find?
know.
Del,
Yeah.
while you're searching around, you find your crate is full of... Pick a number 1 through 7.
5.
You find this crate is is extremely secured. Like there are ropes securing it to where it is, and when you lift open the thing, each container inside the box is extremely preserved in its spot, so it will not shake, it will not break. It is very safeguarded. You found, because inside the box are, I guess you could say, not beakers, but vials, like, you know, the ones that are the size of maybe of like half your hand, of mercury.
Okay.
This time it's mercury. It's not merfolk blood. The box says on it, mercury, do not break.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
He'll very carefully hold this up and say, I found a danger substance. What do I do with it?
Don't touch it.
Put it away carefully.
I love how the wholesome
Actually,
character finds the dangerous stuff.
Out of character, I know we don't necessarily know what he is, but it might not hurt him.
It probably wouldn't. I think the only way we could do damage is if he ingests it.
Don't do that.
We're not
He's not going to be drinking anime tears. That's fine.
We're not supposed to know what he is, but he mentioned having a program.
Yeah, you guys have no idea what he hasn't told you what he is.
He did say
True.
like program out loud.
Did.
True. But some
Um,
people may just be like, what the fuck is that? I don't know how common Shin droids are.
Mhm.
I would say they're common enough where people who interact with the people who make them would know. Everyone else would be very like, what the fuck? Also, DFA, pick a number 1 through 10.
2.
Oh, that's okay. That's not bad. The crate you find is full of you of all people. Different types of structural stones: basalt, coral stone, flint, granite, limestone, quartz, sandstone, shale, etc. Like it's literally just different structural stone slabs.
I say nothing. I just lose interest and walk away.
Oh, I thought you were gonna try taking it. All right, and now
Or she knows it's a rock.
that's fair. Hyacinth, your crate. That's got 69. God. Hyacinth, pick 2 numbers 1 through 7.
1 through 7?
Yep, 2 of them.
2 and 5.
You find a crate that is full of 1/2 cinnamon, 1/2 mace. Like the spice,
like-
the mace, like the spice,
No.
not like a giant mace next to cinnamon.
I was wondering.
What?
The best way to make a cinnamon roll is cover the mace in cinnamon and beat the person with it.
I mean,
Return the slab.
That's a different kind of cinnamon challenge.
Hyacinth is just gonna smell them
It smells fresh.
and then just close it again.
All right.
I found spices.
At this point, you're
Nothing
starting to
too fun.
realize, all of you on your own or by sharing the information, this was a trader vessel. Just by what you guys have found by peeking into each crate. It seems to be a myriad of all different types of things. But also, Moxio, during your exploration, you notice someone prone on the floor next to one of the crates. Because you obviously
they
were exploring
alive?
a little further ahead.
Are they alive?
Roll a perception. Actually, wait, would that be? Yeah, that would be a perception. Yeah. I keep forgetting there's
20.
no like medicine. What would you get?
20.
They are alive, but they are unconscious. Also, in that in that moment of checking, you glance around, obviously, to like see if there's any sign of what put them in this state. You notice 4 other bodies as well.
Are they alive?
A quick checking will show that all 5 of them are unconscious. Yes. Also, before you ask what they are banga.
Bonga bonga.
Someone bingoed the bonga.
I was gonna make a Coco Bongo joke, but I know Adrian will kill me because I haven't done that to her in forever.
Oh god. It's gonna be there forever now.
That's our friendship.
I'll point it out to the group and just be like, hey, we got unconscious people down here.
There's 5 of them, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Also, for those who don't know what a banga is, to the chat it goes. For those watching at home, you can Google what a banga is because I unfortunately can't put images into chat. They're lizard people.
Interesting.
Yes. They're weird lizard people.
Oh, they're the lizard people from
Yep.
from 10.
Oh, 12.
12, yes.
But yes, 5 of them are unconscious in like a general concentrated area near Mogsy.
Rayman
Didn't-
did say to bring back injured.
Yeah. I was
So I
about to.
guess we
Guess-
just haul them upstairs.
Either
should
haul
probably
or call for help. So that way,
call for help, and we can all haul him to the doctor.
Yeah.
so who's gonna be the messenger and who's gonna bingo bango bongo Congo?
I'm so mad.
Thank you, Ande.
Actually, how far away would you
Do
say
not
that the ship is from us? Specifically, the captain of the ship.
Amelia, the ships are moored together by grappling lines. So, like, once you get to the surface, you could walk across the gangplank and be right back on the humming mirage.
Well, I have message, so if she's within 120 feet, I could just say hey, mentally.
Okay, you can do that. You can also do
Give
it
her
to
a call.
you can also do it to the doctor, or you can do it to Inigo, who is on the top deck of the ship you're on, with the other rest of the others, like investigating what you guys are doing. So, who you want to message is up to you.
He'll probably message Inigo because he wants some
Update.
level of like confirmation of like, yes, bring the doctor over here or something to that effect.
Mhm.
So he'll just send a very quick like, hello, it's Del. We found some unconscious Bongo
Hold
down
on.
here.
How many words are you allowed in this message? Is it 25? Because I'm counting your words. That's why I'm like, before I hit the limit, is there a limit
I'm
on
not
it?
actually sure. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't write that part down.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm just making sure before you I count you hit 25 and you're still talking.
Oh no.
It'll be the Mighty Nine all over again. It's fine. I don't think message in Pathfinder has a limit, but I'd rather check just to be safe.
No, it does not.
Okay, then never mind. We don't need to count. Go ahead. Continue.
So yeah, we found 5 unconscious Bongo down here and need some assistance. They look pretty messed up. Bring them to the doctor. Bring the doctor here.
Is an eagle allowed to respond in this, or is it one of those?
Yes.
Okay, it can be responded back. Okay. You'll hear back a dang. How are you? I'll ask when I talk to you. I don't want to know. Yes, I will. Are you? Where are you?
We're in the hold. Sorry, that is correct. Yes, we're in like the hold.
Yeah, the cargo hold. Yes.
Yeah, we're in the cargo hold.
All right, we'll send the doctor over right away. I'll be joining them. Don't leave the area. Just stay where you are. We heard noises a minute ago. It sounded like something fighting or just making a ruckus. I don't want you guys getting
that was us
hurt.
in the scales.
There's a pause.
They're
Del,
gone now.
you can hear this pause.
You can hear this pause. You know, just they're gone now.
It's a pregnant pause. That is how strong it is, because you just admitted that noise that they all heard, that was you guys. You can feel him pinching the bridge of his nose going, oh my goodness.
That's why he said they're gone now.
The doctor and I are coming. You are. Don't fight anything else. Please.
Okay.
And then
Wasn't our fault.
He's just thinking, did they want to fight them?
it's more of
But-
Inigo's mind is, because there's no context, it sounds like you guys went looking for a fight when he simply
No.
said, you know, find the things, count the things, tell us what you find, not go fight whenever you find it.
Well, it's not our
It's
fault.
not-
Oh, I know.
Things were in the way of the thing we needed to do.
But for Inigo, it's one of those like, I sent them on a simple counting mission. How did a fight happen?
Because we're adventurers.
Yes.
So he's gonna relay to everybody else, like, I told Inigo he's gonna bring the doctor. He said not to move from here and don't fight anything else. I didn't know he wanted to fight things so badly, but I guess he does.
Well, hopefully none of the walls decide to attack us down here.
And here's we roll initiative. I'm kidding.
Do not.
No, but
We're never gonna trust weird looking walls again.
A DM's dream is
No.
a DM dreams of the time where a party fears the simplest things.
Like a wall?
Hey, if I can make you guys more cautious, I did my job.
I mean, it's Pathfinder, but mimics can be anything.
It's
Not
true.
just ghosts.
Remember, anything can be a mimic. And if you're
Mhm.
smart, you can train a baby mimic to be an arrow.
No.
It's actually a cool idea.
If you do this, I want a pet gelatinous cube.
I swear to God, do not give anybody in my game that idea. I will punt you into the ocean. The white whale will reappear.
That's fair. I already told Zane kind of like use a bag of holding as a weapon.
God help me.
Anyway, no. While you are there, you guys are going to wait for Inigo and that. I would like you all to do one more perception to see what else is in the room, while also just keep an idea of what's in the room with you besides the cargo.
Okay.
And the
Okay,
corpse.
now I
Well,
gotta.
not corpses.
Not rolling much
The-
better. 3.
Yeah, 3.
19.
14. What was that, Del?
14.
14?
What was this?
Perception, just basic perception.
Perception. 19.
19.
15.
15. All eyes fall to DFA, who is probably not even giving two shits at the moment.
1.
Oh.
On brand.
It is very on brand in DFA. I'm going to let you pick what number. 1 through 100, what crate seemed to jump out to you in a number of 1 to 100?
42.
Oh, God. Everyone fear this. DFA has found a crate of mineral dyes.
Oh, boy.
They are available in every color, and they are sealed in mason-sized jars. And the crate is about the size of, we'll say about the size of a Moogle. So there's probably like 40 or 50 different jars of dye in there.
That's exactly what she needs.
That's why I'm like, oh God.
She's going to grab a couple and put them in her bag.
I knew that was going to happen.
See this happen.
Is she trying to hide her theft?
No.
Okay. No sleight of hand then. Just plop. How many are you putting in your bag? Actually, no. I'll just do this. I'm gonna. If I ask you, I'm gonna regret it. You're able to fit. God, dice hate. Half of the dye into your bag. And I'm gonna regret asking, what colors does DFA pick?
All the bright ones.
Very bright. Okay.
She has completely forgotten that she's not supposed to be taking anything or touching anything. A fucking week could have passed in her head. She doesn't remember anything. Nothing's going on in there.
Oh no.
Head empty, no thoughts. Okay. The rest of the party, you like I said, you do not notice any threats in the form of combat wise. But Del, you do hear something, as does Hyacinth.
What is it?
With your special abilities.
Uh-huh.
Well, special hearing. It sounds like someone's having ragged breathing somewhere in the room.
Interesting.
Is it coming from one of those bodies?
No, it's from somewhere else in the room.
Oh God, no.
And before you start
Don't lie
panicking,
that.
ragged in the sense of like injured or like pained, like labored breathing. That's the word I was looking for.
Hello?
Not again.
It worked okay last time.
It's okay. Just have Del twerk. It'll be fine.
He's just kind of like looking up and then looking like around him. If you're a person who can talk. We're not gonna hurt you. We have a ship and a doctor. If you need help, do you need help?
I don't. Ugh. Mm. Not from you, though.
Well, that's rather rude. Why not help from us?
The groaning gets a little stiffer as you can hear someone shuffling and pressing their body against something.
Hyacinth grabs the trident off their back.
Put that away. You'll hurt yourself. And from the dark shadows, very slowly, the party sees a merfolk walking out of the shadow, gripping their... I guess you could say where the kidney would be, for, like, reference on the body.
Ow. Yeah, lower back.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like, their arm is, like, bent in a weird way, holding, like, pressure against it. And, for those who are curious, DFA's gonna know this, the color of the merfolk that you're looking at matches the scales that DFA has been finding.
Oh.
She's going to ask, did you want these back?
They look at you suspiciously because they don't understand what you're referring to. Then they see what you're talking about and goes, ugh, not how this works. In the other hand, they are dragging a body.
Oh.
Oh.
The body is of another merfolk. I am Selel Ral. I am here to prevent.
Doesn't look like you did that real well, buddy.
This was not.
So
I arrived afterward.
Would you like us to move so you can leave?
In a minute, I need to talk to your leader first. Which of you is in charge?
Me.
I'm gonna
No.
Magzio.
Does everyone
We're,
grab DFA at that answer?
Yeah, just no.
No.
And just kind of nudges Moxio forward.
The Magzio, the one in the bright jacket.
Hyacinth just puts the spear back so it's not a threat anymore. And just says, it's like, do you need to talk to a ship captain?
Whoever can be convincing and can remember a message.
Okay.
You tell me the message, I can get it somewhere. As long as you promise not to hurt anybody that's left on the ship that's alive.
That's alive.
Kind of too injured to do much. Again,
How hurt is this merfolk looking?
I'd say going by HP, he's got like maybe a quarter of HP left. You don't need to know the exact number. You just need to know it's about a quarter. He is roughed up. Like you could see where his like cheekbone would be, because merfolk aren't the same as humans. They have like the fishy faces, but where a cheekbone would be is like
T-face.
It's bruised and it's very. It's very bruised. There's a trail of the silvery blood coming down from it. He has a black eye. They have the webbed hands. Their forearms have the fins that come off of it like wings, and one of them has cuts through the webs of the fin. And the pinkish purplish hair looks matted with silver, as if some of the blood got into his own. Torso wise, he is bruised, cut up, and you can tell just from the way he's holding his side, there was a deep wound on where kidneys would be.
Jeez.
He's seen some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name, again, is Salel. Takes a lot of labored breaths from the Skio clan. This one here is from the Kos clan. They're a bit radical. The war between your people is making them anxious. This one, her name was Tandaur R. She did this. She's done it to many other of your ships. Unfortunately, I couldn't prevent this one. Looks to Hyacinth. That trident was hers. If you found it, it's yours.
Is it cursed?
No,
Question.
it's a trident. Why would we curse a weapon we fight with? Like, he actually looks kind of
Semantics.
insulted that you would ask.
Semantics. I don't know what your people do. You don't know what my people do.
You're a
It's a
Vira.
question.
You're from the wood. Speak to the trees.
Correct.
That moment of, fuck, you do know.
So you just want us to tell the ones who are at war that the war is upsetting the clan. The insert clan name here because I don't.
Yeah,
remember it
I'll
right
put
now.
them in chat later.
Okay, cool. And you took care of the person who is responsible for all of the death on the ship.
But yes. Put in words you'll understand. Imagine if these ships rained down on your head after they were destroyed. Your battle on the seas may be unaffecting to you, but when they sink, they fall on our hands.
And they're destroying your environment.
Your corpses litter our seas. Ships litter everything and destroy things on the way down. Some of us understand it's not intentional, but others are getting... They wish to have justice.
For the things that they lost, because things are coming from the land of the non-merfolk and destroying their homes. So they want justice and payment for the damages.
That's putting it fair.
I'm a very polite person.
My clan is understanding, and we are trying to keep this peaceful down here. Let's continue. Do not know how long that'll stay. Massacre clan, they are... Where you call it? Ionia. They are relatively safer. The Kos clan and us, Skilo clan, we are in the middle of all this. We see the brunt of it. Normally, we don't mind your people going over the seas, because your trade ships will interact with us and we can exchange goods, but the warships are...
That makes sense.
We don't have much say with warships, but I really do think you should talk to the captain of the ship that we're traveling with.
I need to bring this one back, and I need to heal. Can't do that out of water.
There is a doctor.
Yeah, there is a doctor on the way down here.
Your people don't understand our...
Right hand's different. They're smart.
I appreciate the sentiment. Be better off back underwater. if you tell someone, if this captain of yours is good, tell someone of import that we can make an embassy. Watch the waves. We'll know if you come in peace and know to talk.
What island are we from?
The group came from Sion.
Sion? Okay. I was trying to remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll tell Amelia that.
Right. He looks at all of you. You are very strange. We are not used to seeing your kind all mingling together. Also, was it you that killed those things upstairs?
Hyacinth just points to Elric.
Yeah.
The things that came out of the wall?
Yes, that was her doing.
Oh.
Consider it a booby
Oh,
trap.
that's why. I thought I made a friend. Never mind.
No, those spawn are. They meant to attract the unknowing. You know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Tanda is very. She's what you would call a seer. She uses magic to predict things and then uses magic to harm people.
That's unfortunate.
Specifically, Del, you realize the way he's describing that sounds like an astrologian.
A little bit, yeah, and he's
Insulted.
he's gonna unpack that later. He's just and I think honestly, he like kind of hears that, and then it's not quite that he's pouting, but he definitely looks disconcerted by this sort of information, and it's just that's not how that should be used.
As you guys are talking, Inigo comes in the room behind, and instantly, Salel, even though he's injured and holding a body, tenses up and prepares himself to a fight, not knowing who this is.
Hyacinth stands in front of Salel and like makes the motion of like, he's friendly, do not attack.
The Ronso is not prepared to see a merfolk and just goes, "What is going on? You mentioned 5 bodies, not 2 more."
Well, he's leaving. He got the person, Merson? He got the bad person responsible for the deaths, and has a message to share. And he's okay. He's a good person. The one in his hand is not. That's the person who's being punished here.
At that, from behind Inigo, pops Rehan and is just like, "Oh, that's really, really bad." Noticing the injury on Salel, and looks to Inigo. "Whatever you're planning on doing to him, you're not touching him until I at least look at him."
He says that you wouldn't know how to heal him. I told him that you're really smart and you might know how. But he wants to go back into the water.
Salel looks over your shoulder and goes, "I appreciate the thought. Salt water will heal faster. But I have enough strength to talk to your captain if..." Of course, being the doctor, Rayhan's like, no, I just, none of you. And then looks at the body and goes, "Inigo, I think you should take the body with you when you're done in here. So that way there is no strain on Salel, and so that way they can actually make sure he's not strained any more than he needs to be." The two leave the room, leaving Inigo with you guys, and he looks at all of you going, "I take it you found the cargo all intact?"
that got broken
Absolutely.
in the fight.
I mean, mostly intact, more or less.
Mostly intact.
I was
We
told
didn't break it.
I was told by Amelia that for help, you are all allowed to take 1 crate's worth of things. Whatever you can hold, you can keep. So find empty crates and stockpile with whatever you would like as a payment for helping.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
Exciting.
Harrison looks to Dell and says, I need at least 4 vials of that mercury that you found.
So that
He'll
being
just-
that being said, just so you guys know, the crate that he mentions, basic shipping crate, like no wider than your torso, maybe a foot tall. So I'm going to ask each of you to pick a number 1 through 100, and what you pick, I'll tell you what is in that box. If you want something from it, you can take something from it.
Okay.
Starting with Hyacinth.
24.
Before you find, you're gonna laugh. You find a
Oh.
box of eggs.
No,
But I'm not done.
not interested.
These are not chicken eggs.
Chocobo?
These eggs are the size of your head.
Oh,
Is it
fine,
chocobo?
I'll take 1.
Okay. Before I move on to the next one, you get 1 more box to pick from because that's a big egg.
Oh,
1 through 100.
89.
89. Ooh, this one you may like more. This is a box full of gems, cut opposed to raw.
Handful.
Okay. I'll offline. We'll roll what kind
That's
of gems
fine.
you grabbed because you just did handful.
Handful. Just scoop.
Yep. All right. Next
With
one
both
would be Mogzio. Pick 2 numbers 1 through 100.
47 and 51.
Oh, jeez. You found a box of scribe's tools in one of them, like pumice, a few jars of ink, parchment, essentially a bunch of scribes' notebooks, paraphernalia. And the other box is, it's a good thing or a bad thing for you, crates of niter or saltpeter. Those who don't know what that is how you make gunpowder.
Oh boy.
Yeah, sounds like winners to me. I'll just take like half a box of both.
Okay. DFA, 2 numbers 1 through 100.
1 and 100.
Got a girl.
The extremes.
Number 1, you find. Oh, God. Box full of gallons of milk.
What is this for?
how?
No, it's like, again, it's a trading ship. Everything is on here.
But also,
Milk's
that
probably
stuff would go bad so
expired.
quickly.
It's magic. It's preserved.
Magic
Don't worry
milk for
about it.
sure.
Oh, it's magic milk.
Magic.
Magic milk.
She's not going to take any. She's
Okay.
not a fan of milk.
Okay. And for the box number 2 for 100 is, if I like, threads, yarns, and ropes.
Oh.
Hey.
Yep.
Rope.
Just starts grabbing some at random.
Just the rope, not the thread and yarn.
No, just a little of each.
Okay. I'll say you take 50 feet of rope. We'll say just thread is like spools. 25 spools of thread, whatever colors you choose. And for yarn, 4 Icarus, what's the term for like when yarn is in that little bundle?
A skein?
Thank you.
Skein.
That. Elric, 2 numbers 1 through 100.
Oh.
25 and lucky number 13.
I'm gonna laugh if these are bad. 13 is. Oh, jeez.
What?
You have found cheeses.
Cheese.
How much cheese do you want
Is your hume half
Are they wheels of
white
cheese?
people?
It's all types of cheese. You got wheels of cheese, blocks of cheese.
I'll take a wheel of cheese.
You're gonna take some. Is it Gouda?
I love some cheese.
Okay. The human kicked in and was like,
Cheese.
What was the number? 25?
25.
Fish. Different types of fish.
They can stay.
Okay. Were that? Yes, we are. Okay, who's left? We got, I think, just Dell left.
Me.
Corey.
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll do Corey first. Corey, 2 numbers, 1 through 100.
Just gonna
Cuda crate.
2666.
Execute Oda 66. The entire party dies now.
Please no.
26
Please
is
no.
furs. Different types of animal furs.
Ugh.
It's
Soft.
like fancy rich people furs or
No, like hides.
Okay, I'll take. How big are they?
Depends on the animal. I'm letting you pick what you grab from it. We're going on the assumption it's a bunch of animals that would be hunted for their hides for furs. So you can pick what you
I'll
find.
take at least one large animal
Okay.
and like a bear or something. I don't know.
Okay.
And maybe 2 smaller ones, a medium one and a small one.
Okay. I'll let you decide off table what animals they
Okay.
were. We don't
No
need to
worries.
discuss that live. That can be later. And what was the other one? 66? Yes.
Yes.
God, how did you get this lucky?
Ooh.
Actually, no, I'm not sure if it's lucky or not. You found opioids, marijuana, and opium.
Oh.
Great.
Is Corey gonna start smoking the reefers?
I'll just take as much of that as I can.
Everyone just notices Corey just dumping pot into the crate.
Oh no.
Don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but
She's
Drug
just gonna
cartels.
start her
I
own
might
part
sell
farm.
it.
I
Hey,
mean, they're obviously being sold, so it's not illegal, I guess.
technically speaking, all you need to do is it fell off a truck.
Yeah.
Dell, you are last. Last 2 numbers, 1 through 100.
Okay.
And no, you
I
can't
don't-
use your astrologian powers to predict what each box is.
Lol. No. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of numbers that haven't been picked before, and
If they've been picked, I'll let you know, and you can pick again.
thank you. Let's do 25 and 64.
25 was already done by Mike.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
16 and 64.
We're gonna skip 16 because even I don't want to use that one. 64.
Ah,
No, we're just not doing that one. 64 though is different types of oil, like olive oil, palm oil, rapeseed oil, canola. You know,
okay.
skincare products.
Cool.
Not that you need it.
Yeah, exactly. He'll definitely give it to anybody who wants it. I guess instead of 16, I'll do 15.
15 is this one actually you may like. This has 15 incense of the following: a deck of tarot cards and a scrying crystal.
Oh hell yeah! He looks really excited about
The incense are camphor, frankincense, myrrh, sarsaparilla, sandalwood, and dragon blood.
Ooh.
Okay. Could you maybe take like either a picture or something? and
Yeah, I'll
send
just
that?
type them out to you.
Thank you.
Yep.
You said tarot cards, incense, and a seeing crystal.
Yeah, scrying crystal, seeing crystal, whatever you want to call it. Also, for those who want to know, 69 was all spice, so close enough. Like spicy, like you know what? Someone did pick it. Hyacinth picked that one. Oh no,
69.
no,
I picked
yeah,
that one.
yeah. That was
I
you.
found
You,
that
you
one
yeah,
earlier.
you found that one earlier. No one picked it. I mean, if they want to pick it on the way out, they can totally grab the things that were mentioned earlier. But still,
I would like to grab 3 vials of mercury on our way out.
Yep. And if anyone else wants to grab anything else that we've mentioned, be it the
I want to grab one.
Want to grab an egg?
I want a big egg.
I want.
You all getting chocobos?
I don't know if it's chocobo or not. But
all I'm picturing right now is DFA with an egg that's like half her size, just being like, "This is mine. I don't care what it is. It's mine." But yes, add to your inventory any of the items we listed that you would like as well.
Okay, one big egg.
God.
Egg and handful of jewels, I guess.
I was about to say I'd like a handful of gems.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna be honest, I agree with the chat. I like how DFA just screams out, "I want an egg!"
I want an egg. Okay, so I've got a wheel of cheese, a big egg, and a handful of gems.
Okay, and honestly, like I said, because it's a handful, you can just pick random gems on your own to decide what they are. And when you get to a place to do something with it, I will tell you their values.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is Mogzio grabbing anything along the way, or is he content?
How many would you say a handful is? So we have a number.
I would say like anywhere between 15 to 25, because they're cut gems. They're already been refined and like prepared to be jeweled.
Okay.
But yeah.
I mean, leaving behind a handful of gems is like throwing away money, so I'm taking some of the gems too.
Okay.
Exactly.
Was there anything like personally wanted besides money wise?
Oh no, that's just to get more ammo.
Oh right.
Does anybody want drugs?
Corey becomes the cat.
More ammo.
Drugs. For the record, because it's Final Fantasy, what the marijuana is called is Gyashal greens. Or I don't know if that's actually it's pronounced. That's how I've always said it.
It's weed.
Yeah, because it's what they use for chocobos to like make them run faster or behave. In Humes, or you guys can all eat it. It has like a bitter taste. Or you can just smoke it, I guess. Like, you know. No one wants to dig through the drug box.
Weed is chocobo catnip?
Kinda. There's different types of it.
Tracks.
In Final Fantasy, there's different types of greens. The most common one is called the Gyashal, and that's the one. And there, I think there's like 5 other different types.
I forgot what they're called, but yeah.
I'm actually curious. I'm oh god. Okay. Like, I can't believe it's up. We're discussing drugs in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Well, like,
I think at this point I have to take an egg.
You gonna take an egg as well?
I mean, I might as well. I'll feel left out if something happens with it.
For those who want to know what a Gyashal green looks like, imagine a greenish carrot with the pot leaf on top.
That's really funny.
So if you guys took a bunch of it, imagine taking like a bushel of carrots mixed with weed.
Ugh. I bet that smells terrible.
From what the description is, it has a started to read. Goddamn, closing tabs.
I'm just saying, if these are chocobo, we're gonna breed some chocobo.
Scent wise, they're described as just having like an earthy smell.
It's way better than real weed.
Yeah, no, it's considered a vegetable in most Final Fantasy worlds. But no, if you guys wish anything else, you guys can ask if they have it, and I'll tell you if it's in any of the boxes. Because at this point, you're just now looting for the sake of looting.
Yeah.
So if there's anything specific you would like to find, I'll tell you if there's a box of it.
I think that's it. Although I guess would it be possible to like for one of us to like roll to see if we even know what these eggs are?
If you would like to, that would be a
nature.
That'd be a nature roll. Does anyone have a nature knowledge?
I do.
I'll roll, but I don't have it.
Yeah, I don't know. Shite.
If you have nature roll, go for it. If you want to take a chance, go for it.
I got 16.
16. Anyone else?
So no.
Oh no.
Sure, why not?
I also got a 16.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Mogzio, you know for a fact. The rest of you are guessing. You know for a fact these are in fact chocobo eggs.
Yes.
Yay.
I say nothing. I just I for sure take the egg. Maybe I study them for a bit, and I just take one.
The only reason why you know for a fact it's a chocobo egg is because you've seen one before, and
He's
you
probably
remember when it
gambled
hatched.
He's probably gambled on the freaking races.
So yes,
DFA is gonna go, I don't think we have a skillet big enough for this.
Oh god.
the Final
Oh,
Fantasy
no.
equivalent of PETA is suddenly angered by DFA's suggestion of frying chocobos. But if is there anything else you guys want to loot? Ask for regarding any of the crates specifically, or are you guys good looting wise?
I guess that's it.
I'm gonna send you a list later.
Okay, no. If you want to make a list and see if it's there, I will go through it off table. That work.
Cool.
That works.
Okay. That's actually we're going to end it right here
Nice.
because it is late, and I know that some of us have lives.
Yeah, work in the
Yeah,
morning.
work.
So yeah, we're going to end it for tonight. The party is more or less pirating, and for all intents and purposes, sunk trade ships. So technically, no one's going to notice.
Scavenging.
Yeah, I was never gonna get where it was going anyway.
Scavenging.
Yeah, exactly.
Repurposing.
Arguably
It's
speaking,
drifting.
you're in international waters. Scavengers' rights apply, and you did go through a fight, and you couldn't loot the corpses. So like, you're looting the corpse of the ship. You know, like it's fine.
I believe in this term it's salvage, not scavenge. If we want to,
You're being loot vultures. How's that?
Fine, yeah.
That's valid.
But no, thank you everyone for playing. Thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys had a good episode. We will see you guys next time. If there's nothing else we need to cover, that'll be it from all of us. Have a lovely time zone, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Good night.
Bye.